gonna try to pick up right where we left off yesterday, which was about an hour and 12 minutes in. So we're gonna pick this up where we left off, and we're gonna try and get this into like again. Like I was mistaken that this was not an audit. This was just an interview. It was an interview discussing world events, finance, things like that. And it was actually very interesting. Obviously, I talked about a lot of it because I yapped for about 3 hours on it. So let's finish off this interview. Oh, shall we?
Spending on an AI girlfriend the other day.
Ooh, how much?
It was like, it wasn't that much. It was like 30 or 40 bucks a couple
Really?
times. But the thing is, his girlfriend was sitting right next to him on this show.
Wait. What?
Yeah,
What?
and we uncovered it, and he was sending the gooniest shit to her.
Oh,
just like,
no.
like, oh baby, make sure, like, look at me and make me come, make me no mistakes, and all this stuff.
Oh my God, be descriptive.
Yeah,
Oh God.
it was crazy.
I got self-report.
Make sure you tell me
Every now and then I'll go on my.
Make sure AI, make sure you tell me the exact lacy pattern on your panties, and make sure you let me know how wet they are, and just how full your breasts are, and just how hard your nipples are poking through the lace cups of your bra. Like, is that what this guy was saying? I don't know. I just wanted to give you guys that visual image.
Girlfriend's OnlyFans when we're in like a fight,
Yeah.
and I'll like make her say like crazy shit on OnlyFans, like yeah, I'm gonna clean the whole house, I'm gonna do the dishes, and I have like a folder of screenshots. The one day I'm gonna show her,
Yeah.
where I was just like, oh yeah, I just go on the OnlyFans. I'll spend $50. I'll spend $100.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, oh yeah, but you're gonna clean the whole house. That's what Daddy likes. You're gonna clean that house. You're gonna clean the house over. I've done it a lot. The amount of money that I probably spent on that, there's platform fees and stuff like that. I am throwing money into the ether to feel strong.
What?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I know this is Sasman's gold friend, but that's not a fucking brag. I'm sorry. That's not a brag at this point. Saying like, oh yeah, I throw money at my girlfriend's OnlyFans to make her say, oh baby, I'm gonna go clean the house. I'm gonna go do the dishes. Like, I'm sorry. This relationship of his, I'm sorry, it's not going to end well. It's not. His girlfriend, it sounds cute. This man is literally throwing money at OnlyFans to make his girlfriend say, I'm gonna do the dishes, and I'm gonna make you a nice meal. That's not cute. I hate to say it, that's not cute. Like, that's a relationship that I fear for, because that it's not, to my ears, it's not a healthy relationship. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, as a reminder, as Ryan just said, as a reminder, this is the guy that his girlfriend, like, used sex to get a $5,000 cat. She fucked her boyfriend that she's supposedly in love with explicitly to get a $5,000 cat. Because she's like, well, I had sex with you, so now I'm going to buy a $5,000 cat. I mean, I'm sorry, that is not a healthy relationship by any metric whatsoever. It's not, and it's going to end bad. Unfortunately, I'm calling it right now. It's going to end badly. She's going to end up like, it's. The context is in the first half that we watched yesterday, where he went into it extensively. Basically, his girlfriend is, effectively speaking, pay for play. That's it. He literally has a pay to win girlfriend. Because she's OF, she literally does everything for money, including having sex with her own boyfriend. Like, sex with her own boyfriend is transactional. And that's not a relationship. It's not. That's literally just prostitution with extra steps. In that they are like a quote unquote boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, exactly. They're not really dating. It's like he's basically long-term pretty womaning it. is what it is. What this really is what it really comes down to. Like basically, she saw a pretty woman and said, "I can make that work for real," and apparently she has.
Well, I mean, like, I do feel like people just continuously, like, it's subscription services too. Like, everybody has like 10 different subscriptions to things, and it's like you're getting eaten alive by this, like, you know, $12 a month at a time.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I don't know how,
yes.
like, because they just keep adding more of them, and like cars are going to have them now.
Yep.
Like, obviously you have a phone
yes.
bill and like just everything else. Like,
Oh, the car subscriptions. We've been hearing about those where we've seen car manufacturers putting in what is it? Patents. They've been filing patents with the patent office for subscription service stuff, like basically pay for seated seats or oh god, what was the other one? Oh god, there's been a couple we saw like from Louis Rossman when he was talking about him. Like they like the software is baked into the car when you buy it, but they literally paywall features in the car when you buy it. So if you want to get extra little features that literally are already a part of the car and that should come with the car, you need to pay for it. That's one thing I was thinking of. Yeah, like VW wants to basically do a subscription service to unlock more horsepower for your vehicle. Your vehicle actually possesses the horsepower, but it's software locked because your engine runs on a computer now. And so, like, they want to software lock your horsepower. So for you to get that extra horsepower, they want you to actually pay for it, or they want you to pay for heated seats, or they want auto headlights, or radio features, something. They literally want to turn your car into a subscription service where everything that you want in it, after you've paid like $50,000 for with these high-end cars, like $200,000 for this car. Okay, yeah, you paid like $200,000 for it, but we're still gonna pay well off a whole bunch of features that are actually part of the car. But even though you paid $200,000 for it, you still didn't pay for those features, and we're gonna subscription them. And like there was one like with Tesla where they were trying to patent a feature where if you lease a Tesla and you miss a payment, the Tesla will auto drive itself back to the fucking dealership. So you could be asleep. If you miss a payment, something happens and you miss a payment, maybe it's not by your own fault. Maybe you thought you paid it and the payment didn't go through or something like that. Tesla was working on a patent where like overnight, the car could just turn itself on and drive itself back to the dealership if you miss a payment. And that's how they'll facilitate repossession of a vehicle. Like it's insane. And this is like, we're just talking about cars. That's not talking about like subscription services for yourself, for, with the cell phones, for literally any entertainment. It's like there's, regular cable TV. Well, that's dog shit now. It's all the subscription services. And it's basically all these corporations are basically doing death by 1,000 cuts now because literally everything you want to see is paywall behind a subscription, either through entertainment TV, through your games. How much is paywall through games with your games out? And yeah, it's like this is the way of the like. Honestly, I don't have all that many subscriptions. I think the only subscription I have is YouTube. YouTube and YouTube Music. I got the combo platter of YouTube and YouTube Music. I think that is literally the only subscription I have, and the only reason I have that is because I use it for streaming, and that's it. I have no other subscriptions. I used to have PlayStation Plus. I said, fuck that, and I canceled the PlayStation Plus. When they jacked the price up, I said, nope, I'm done. Canceled it immediately. And I have no other subscriptions. So it's like, I mean, yeah, technically your ISP could be a subscription. Yes, technically your phone could be a subscription. But honestly, those kind of things are necessary. It's kind of like the same as like paying your electrical bill in that same vein. Your phone, your internet especially, internet has become a necessity these days. Because everything's being done online. But like for like TV, music, video games, that's superfluous. It's not like necessary for you to live. Internet and phone kind of is necessary these days for you just to live.
A million like streaming services, etc. Like it's fucking insane. And AI girlfriends, I didn't even know you had to pay for that.
It's brutal, man. I mean, we obviously get lots of OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
Like that's and people can choose.
Hell yeah.
People before we film, they get to decide like, hey, I don't want to talk about this, and then we don't question it. So almost every single guy that comes on the show and you don't see OnlyFans in the charges, he has OnlyFans in the charges. We just don't talk about it. Like every guy.
How much do you think the average guy is
Really?
spending on OnlyFans?
That's
They got
not
a few subscriptions
honestly, I got it went really, but honestly, like when I actually think about it for about 2 seconds, it's not surprising that every guy that like the ones that come on a Caleb show, like they make poor financial decisions. That like 99.9% of the people that show up on Caleb's show make very poor financial decisions. Why pay for that? Because a lot, excuse me, a lot the men that show up on Caleb's show, I hate to say it, but the majority of them are losers. They are dumb losers. And that's going to sound cruel, but we've seen enough of Caleb's episodes where there's a guy that's on the show. They are not smart with their money. They're not overly intelligent individuals by and large. And 9 times out of 10, they're very lonely. Now, again, why are they paying for OF when there are literally scores of sites out there for free? I don't fucking know. My guess would be with the OF, there's like a more personal thing. You can supposedly message back and forth with the OF girl, which, by the way, if you weren't aware, all of like the top 1% of the OF girls, the most popular ones, the rich ones, yet when you message them, you're not actually talking to them. They've actually hired a bunch of guys to basically answer their OF text messages for them. So any of you guys out there on the internet that are paying for OF and are paid to like talk back to text message with your OF girl, yet you're talking to a do not redeem from India and not the OF girl herself, because they outsource all that shit. Okay? Just so you're aware, you're never actually talking with the girl herself. I don't know if it's AI. Some of them may have gone AI, but at minimum, you're talking to basically talking to an Indian call center that does text messaging.
Subscriptions a month. What are they? $15 a pop. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
Like, what do you think the percentage is?
90
What the fuck?
on our show.
I mean, have you ever spent money on OnlyFans?
Do you want the honest answer?
Yes.
No.
Why?
So
You've never been
Because
curious?
he's, I know why. Because he's not Tectone. That's why. Tectone's the one with the sex addiction, not Asmongold. Asmongold just wants the game. He's just a roachy gamer, and that's all he gives a shit about other than talking online. For him, it's like, yeah, he's smarter than that, but honestly, I don't think Asmongold is all that girl crazy. He just, he is like, he's an introvert that used to like to play World of Warcraft, but he's a gamer and he likes to talk about stuff. Yeah, he would likely think, well, the hub's fucking free. Why am I going to go to OF? But he also isn't, it seems like he doesn't really care all that much, at least on his streams, about, sex and like hot girls and stuff like that. It seems like, he probably does care as much as any guy does, but it's not like he's like so hard up that he needs to go on OF. Because realistically, I think he also knows if he really wanted to, he could just throw money around and get any girl that he wants. But he doesn't. So it's, oh, that's right, he can't access the hub. Oh, well, he could if he has a VPN. He could easily just access the hub through a VPN if he was in Texas. But yeah, it's like that's probably wise, because he honestly probably just doesn't care.
There's a curiosity.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's
I'm
just like,
going to give you, and you're not going to like this, Rich. You're not going to like this at all. So what you do is you type in the type in the girl's name on the Google, and then after you type in her OnlyFans name, you type in leaks or leaked or pictures or OF, and then you just press enter.
do you want to have to host me until the day I die, bro?
It's this crazy trick that they
He's
hate.
not
They
wrong.
hate this one easy trick, and it works
He's-
so well.
He's not wrong. Literally every OF girl has had every single one of her photos and videos leaked, and you can very easily find them. He's 100% right about that.
Oh, so why would I need to pay for it if I could look it up on Google for free?
I guarantee you're missing the
Yep.
best videos. Can I actually tell you something that's going to blow your mind?
Go ahead.
a lot of those leak websites,
Uh-huh.
the girls actually pay to have their stuff on there to promote their OnlyFans.
Damn.
I swear on my life.
Promotion work.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah, it
surprised.
works. You know who they are. They're
Well,
paying for the.
thing
I'm
is,
not
like,
surprised.
Okay, so if
Because I'm guessing that that probably a lot of the girls that pay to have their OFs quote unquote leaked, like what you guys were saying earlier, is they'll still retain some of them and basically use it as sort of like they're laying the trap. Like, oh, you like this? It's not all of them. You gotta get the rest of them by paying for my OnlyFans.
I can go and get a free, there's a free samples bar.
Yeah, you're just having that little taste of fudge. Man.
Exactly. But if you give me the little, you get the toothpick behind like a small little piece of a sandwich, and you let me put together 20 of those or 40 of those and turn it into an entire sub, there is functionally no difference for me.
You
Like,
vulture.
I don't care. I don't care.
There
if
you
I have
go.
to eat it one bite at a time, that's totally fine. I'll pull the toothpick out of every single one of them. I'll go through the leaks every single fucking time. It's not a big deal. There's 50 different websites for it. And no, that's how it is. So I don't need to worry about, I've never paid for an OnlyFans. I've never paid for a Patreon. I've never paid for loyal fans. I've never paid for Fansly. I've never paid for a single fucking one.
Never heard of loyal fans.
That is for Findom.
Oh.
Yes.
Whoa.
I had an ex-girlfriend that did it.
Wait. Did he say fem or thin? Hold up.
Fansly, I've never paid for a single fucking one.
What is Fansly? Fansly is just another OF. That's literally what it is. It's just another variant of OF. That's it.
Heard of loyal fans.
That is for Findom.
Oh.
Yes.
No, sin, FIN, as in financial domination. Pay piggies. No, not them. Thin, FIN, financial domination, aka pay piggies.
Whoa.
I had an ex-girlfriend that did it. And I asked her about 10,000 questions because it was like, it's like going to the zoo. It's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean they're gonna give you money for nothing? Like, why?
Well, I imagine that a lot of so there's like that $15 curiosity. I want to see.
That's what I've done.
Right. Yeah. And I think a lot of people do. But I imagine the real spenders, because as far as like gacha games, I'm what would be considered a whale. I imagine the whale OnlyFans, they're not spending $15 on multiple subscriptions. They want the interaction.
They're spending on
God.
stalking girls.
Do you see a lot of guys like that?
We don't get a lot of the chats. It's mostly the subscriptions, but people forget to cancel them. So that's pretty brutal.
That's true.
I make sure if I've ever done the curiosity click to immediately hit the cancel.
Yeah.
So that it doesn't renew.
Yeah.
But people forget that. They're too curious. I don't know how much porn people are watching. It's kind of crazy. But they're too curious. They're curious to check out.
I will tell you flat out, Caleb, a lot. Porn is one of the biggest industries in the Western world. Easily. It is in the top 5 industries. Like when it comes to financial income, financial intake, the porn industry is easily, I'd say, in the top 5. Oh, it's just huge. Well, I say the Western world because the East, because like Western and Eastern in normal financially stable countries. In like the poor countries, like, a lot of the Eastern European countries, they're so poor they can't afford to do it. So in the developed Western and Eastern worlds, in the underdeveloped or undeveloped Eastern and Western worlds, not so much.
Like a profile a week. Like I don't
What?
understand.
They're buying a new girl every week?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand. We're not
Holy
getting
shit.
I'm not allowed to watch porn anymore.
That's good
What?
though.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why?
I don't think it's that great, is it?
No,
Is
it's
it-
like,
No.
dude, you realize there's so much time in the day. Like I literally, I took up painting as a hobby, bro. I have so much fun.
Wait. Was he saying that he watched so much porn that it took up the majority of his time through the day? Now, that's a problem. If you are such an addict to porn that it's eating up the majority of your day, yes, I agree. That's a fucking problem. Like, chat, full disclosure, I still watch porn. Do I watch it all day, every day? No. But I still watch it. Every once in a little while. Yeah, I'll watch some. But I'm not watching, but like, it doesn't occupy the entirety of my day. That's insane. That's unhealthy. That's addiction levels of problem that we're talking about right now. We're talking tectone levels of problem.
Fucking time, bro. Like I'm like writing fucking poetry. I miss gooning. It was a lot easier.
Have you guys ever had your internet go out for like 2 hours and you get halfway done fixing everything about your life and then it comes back and you never finish it?
Oh, thank God.
I have that happen all the time. Like there will be like if my internet goes out and it's out for like an hour, I will improve my life by like a massive, substantial degree. The second the internet comes back, I just drop it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you know what? I was watching. Nah, it's fine. Doesn't matter.
The whole house.
I don't use sports anyway. That's
like
it.
reading Dostoevsky by candlelight, and then you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me resume my
internet
game.
again.
Let me
Fuck
go back to playing
Dostoevsky.
Genshin Impact.
Dude, Genshin's the bad one
Yeah.
for me, man. Have you ever had any?
Oh, the
like,
gacha games.
gacha?
Okay, I will say I am very glad I never got into gacha. I am so fucking glad that I never got into any of the gacha whatsoever. Like, and I legitimately don't have any interest in the gacha. None of it. I have interest in Genshin Impact. I don't have any interest in Nikkei. I don't have any interest in the Ship Girl one. I don't have any interest in Masamune. But like, I don't care. Like, I literally, I have zero interest in them, and I'm perfectly happy with that. It obviously saved me a lot of money. I guess what could be classified as quote unquote gacha would be, I did play COD Mobile. So I did for a little while play COD Mobile. And I actually haven't played it for a long time. And technically COD Mobile is like, it's even though it's Call of Duty, I still firmly plant it into the gacha category because they monetize the ever-living fuck out of it with season passes and getting weapons and everything like that. But I didn't put any money into it. I just like played it, and I was just I would grind for guns and stuff, but I never put any money into it. I actually haven't played it in a long while because it doesn't run very well on my old tablet anymore. So I've flat out stopped playing it.
Addicts.
I don't know what gacha is.
Okay, so gacha,
Really?
basically, there's a whole genre of video games out there. They're free to play. Like,
Okay.
yeah. And then
Okay.
every
where this
2
is
to
going.
3 weeks, they add a new character, and you gamble to get the character, more or less.
Yeah, we get a lot of loot crate
Yeah.
people. A lot of,
Yeah.
I guess, gotcha people.
Loot crate. That's that stupid bullshit that you buy. They send you a box of. Just
Well, no, he
bull-
means in game.
Right?
He means
Oh, in-game
Great.
skins. So many skin people.
Oh! I didn't know you meant like the actual thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
and CSGO
So skin-
skins is a big one, too.
Otherwise known
had
as
someone
surprise
spend-
mechanics.
Shit, it was upwards of $100,000 on CSGO skins.
in like a year or what?
Yeah, in a couple of years. I think it was
Jesus.
like 40 in 1 month.
Oh my god.
Ripping Pokemon packs, huge on our show. That is
Oh,
constant.
boy.
We did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
God.
Okay, you
we
know it.
spent.
Yeah.
So we had a group of streamers like during COVID. We like made
Uh-huh.
a group together, and we spent. God, was it?
It's like $60,000.
No, that was per box.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
spent, I think within, now some of this money, a good deal of the money, we actually raised a lot of money and went to charity. But I think within the first 2 or 3 months of the company, we had spent,
Like $250,000.
I think it was closer to half.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We were, the thing is it
Why?
depends if you include what the individuals started to spend too.
Yeah.
Because there would just be a day where it was like, fuck it, I'm going to spend X amount of money. But it was wild. We actually ruined the Pokemon account. So like it was one of the Paul brothers. Was it
Logan fucking Paul.
It was us
Oh,
and Logan Paul.
fuck
We
me.
ruined, because the thing is, if you think about it, the vintage
He
Pokemon,
ruined Pokemon.
So we helped
We did.
because there's a limited amount of these old boxes,
Mm-hmm.
and then a bunch of jackasses are ripping them every single day. So the price just goes like crazy. When the first box that we bought cost $6,000, by the end that box cost $80,000 during
It's
COVID.
you guys. It's you content
Yes.
creators. That's why they're
Jesus.
coming on my show and ripping these
That's
packs.
right. Because they say, I'm going to get the PSA 10 and then I'm going to be a millionaire.
Well, did you see the thing about
My
Dylan?
God.
No.
So my buddy, he's like a movie guy, right? They like television stuff like that. He's an actor, and it blew up in the media that somebody came to his house, pulled a gun on him, beat the shit out of him, defended his house. And
the
Dylan's
real life.
house. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was talking to Dylan though. This is the part that didn't make it to the news. I just thought it was so funny. I was like, "So how'd it go down?" He was like, "Dude, I was just sitting there ripping Pokemon packs."
Jeez.
And he was like, I was in an aggravated state already.
Yeah.
He's like,
Oh
of
my
course,
God.
bro. He's like, I did what I had to do. Yeah. No, it's
I
funny.
did
though,
hear
'cause,
about
dude,
this.
He's a tough guy. He's a tough
Yeah.
guy, but he was sitting there opening Pokemon packs when it
what's-
happened.
For if those of you guys that heard about this incident, who is this individual? Like, is he an actor? Like, is he a name that I would recognize? That was like that defended his home from this robbery and was already pissed off ripping open Pokemon packs? Because I never heard about any of this. I have no clue what they're even talking about.
I mean, people just buy into these little collectibles. Like, I'll watch videos and it's like a Target and it's like just 8 people running down to buy the new thing of Pokemon cards
Those are
or
scary.
Labubus or
The fucking squishy squares. That's the newest FOMO thing. Is those stupid fucking like squishy squares. That's what everybody's going stupidly insane about. The minute they get some in, you've got wine moms that are basically storming Target and shit and just racing. Yes, I forget what they're called, but they're literally just like gelatinous squares that they're like squishy. They're not called squishy squares. I'm just calling them that. And hello, Griffin Knight. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. How's your stream? We're watching part 2 of Asmongold interviews Caleb Hammer. So won't you please join us? Yeah, I don't remember what they're called. For the life of me, I cannot remember what they're called, but it's this new FOMO thing, like Beanie Babies, like Labubus, yeah, like Squishmallows or something. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're like Squishmallows or something like that. Literally, all they are is just like toys that are, they literally are just gelatinous squares that are squishy. That's it. They're like in different colors. And maybe they've got like sparkles laid into them or something, maybe. But yeah, they're literally just squishy cubes, and that's all they do. And people are going absolutely fucking schizo about them these days. I don't know why. It's the dumbest thing imaginable. It's the next Beanie Baby or Labubu, and it's stupid as hell. And people are beating the fuck out of each other to get one of these things. It's insane. And Palazzo, thank you very much for the 10 gifted. Thank you. Oh, was it Dylan Sprouse? Oh, maybe it was Dylan Sprouse that was his buddy. Maybe.
We get
Like-
mugs, those travel, the women
the
travel
Stanley Cups.
Yeah, but like different brands, it's always
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Starbucks did that one.
Yeah, the
thing.
Stanley Cups. That was
Starbucks
another
had that
one.
Limited edition cup turned into a PvP zone.
Oh my
Crazy.
God.
Yes.
We had a guy. Okay, you guys are gamers. You'll have to tell me. It's like a space game. You can custom.
Star Citizen.
He would buy every single new multi-hundred or
Oh,
thousands of dollars to ship.
fucking L. Oh, yeah. The stars. Oh, my God. That's one reason why I hate Star Citizen is Star Citizen caters to their whales. 100% they do. 100% they can't, like, that's the thing. Like, Star Citizen, you pay, they literally have a concierge tier for their top tier ships where you can be paying, it's been a while since I've looked at, but it was something like, you could pay like $50,000 of real money for a ship from Star Citizen. Which, by the way, Star Citizen is still a beta. It has not even gone into alpha. It is still a beta. It has been in beta for like 15 fucking years. And the company has made billions of dollars. I think the last count was, I think the company actually took in like $6 billion it's an alpha, not a beta. Sorry. Star Citizen is still an alpha. It is a game. It is not publicly released. It is an alpha. They have made $6 billion, I think it was $6 billion on people buying ships and buying modules and stuff like that. And it's an alpha. It's not even a complete game. It's not available for public release. And people will spend so much fucking money on it. And it's also a buggy mess, too. Star Citizen is incredibly buggy as well. But people still buy it. And people, at PLS, like people asking, what is Star Citizen? Star Citizen is basically a space sim MMO, like Elite Dangerous. It's a prettier version of Elite Dangerous, is what it boils down to.
It's not even coming out.
Yeah. So just so you understand, that's a video game that isn't even released yet.
Yep.
How many years is it now?
10,
like 15,
maybe?
20 years.
It's almost had $1 billion people have spent on this game. It's still not even out.
Well, the dude on the show had an alert for a drop.
Oh my God.
And pulled it out in between the filming of our main show and post show.
Yeah.
So we could buy like a $4,000 ship.
Do you think people should be protected from those
God.
FOMO, like drops, or do you think it's
Nidos?
on
Thank you, Ryan. Nidos.
Natural selection.
Yeah, natural selection. They're done.
Yeah.
They're done.
There's nothing you can really do. They can't be.
No. The Skyrim in space you're thinking of was Starfield, not Star Citizen. Two totally different games. Both scams.
Redeemed. There's no way to solve this. You can't make it any better.
It's funny
No,
because
I
I've been able to. I definitely have a bit of an addiction to the gacha games once I start playing. It's like the FOMO will get to me, and I'm like, oh my God, well, if I don't do this now, I'm never
That's
gonna
what
be able
always
to do
gets
it. And it's a
people.
horrible feeling, but I've been able to walk away. The issue is because of my job. It's like, imagine that you were like a heroin addict, and then your job is to describe whether or not the heroin was good
Test
to other
heroin.
people.
Yeah.
So it's like every day, it's like describe heroin feel, and I'm like, this heroin feels good, and then I end stream and I spend $600, and it's like,
Oh
what's
my
wrong with
God.
What is wrong with that in your income? Because this is what people get wrong about personal finances, and they yell at me. You make money. Your probably hot girlfriend makes a lot more money as well.
probably hot.
So I'm
They have
assuming if
separate
she's selling her
accounts.
tits. So like
Run the tape.
spend.
Okay, yeah.
If you are not in a bad spot, spend. Get your gotcha.
Well, here's the thing. It's when you start thinking, it's not the one time. It's when you start thinking how much you've spent in a lifetime and what that could go to.
Budget your gotcha.
Eh.
Set a gotcha limit.
Well, I mean, she is hot. If she's doing if she's like one of the top porn stars and doing OnlyFans, she's hot. She is. You don't like, 'cause a couple people in stream yesterday were saying that they're familiar with who his girlfriend is, and yeah, she's an absolute smoke show. So yeah, his girlfriend's hot.
That's gay.
Can you do it?
Well, I
I can't. Because what if I don't get what I want? That's the issue. Like, the thing is like, I want the thing, and the thing could cost 10 cents to what?
$2,000.
If you lose.
Yeah, $2,000 to get the thing you want in the game. Generally, that's what it is.
See, here's the issue I have with gacha games, where people spend a fuck ton on gacha games, where Caleb's like, well, it's your money, go ahead and spend it. You know, if you can afford it, go ahead and spend it. Here's my issue is, look at the quality of what you're spending on with the gacha games. You're spending $2,000 on gacha, okay. Why are you going to spend $2,000 on gacha when you can spend $2,000 on something substantive that is going to last you longer than 2 seconds of that 2-second dopamine hit, because you may have gotten a good pull in a gacha game or on a Pokemon pack, as they were talking about. Like, I'm thinking like, okay, I could think of like one thing, like instead of spending $1,000 on a gacha game, I could spend $1,000 on getting Scout, a little robot, which is far more substantive, far more long-lasting, will actually facilitate and potentially improving the quality of my home, because I won't have to go digging around for cat litter all the time. And so that's where my brain goes. It's like, instead of doing that quick dopamine hit, why not actually look at spending that money on something of quality that will last longer than 5 seconds? Well, And yes, I appreciate it. I'm thinking logically. I'm not thinking of with the mind of an addict. I appreciate that. But that's just how my brain operates. You know, will I spend a little bit of money? Like I spent some money on Elite to basically get the Lynx highliner, the fully rigged out model for the Lynx highliner. Yes, I spent money on that, but you know what? I'll also be using it for more than 5 seconds. You know, I used it on stream, which means I can deduct it. I can actually deduct that expenditure on my taxes, but I'll actually use that on, either on stream or off stream, beyond the 5 seconds after I purchased it. So it's like, it's the purchases that I make, I want them to have meaning and to actually to actually have some legs in terms of how long I will be able to make use of this thing that I purchased. That's just how I think about a lot of things.
I've basically quit. He's the fucker who got me back on the shit. I was clean.
Yeah.
I was clean for 2 years.
Yeah, well, because to me, like if I want a new character, I'll spend the money and I'll get the new character. I don't think about it. But all I do is play video games. Like I don't like other people have like 10 different hobbies. If I got banned from playing video games, I would probably massively improve my life. And so I'm playing games constantly. And yes, I play gacha games. I do because I run out of other games.
They're actually fun though too.
They're good. They're
really
good
good.
games.
Yeah.
And yes, I remember one time I couldn't afford buying my new car because I spent so much money on a gacha game the day before, right? I had to borrow the money from my dad. And so it was a little embarrassing.
Okay,
when he
but
was
you
young,
make 10 to
okay.
12 million a year now, and you spend none of it. So gotcha. Get your gotcha.
Yeah, I mean,
That's something that people were. I noticed this, and I'm not throwing shade at. I'm not throwing shade at the Keen and the Filth Side Scores. They were talking about this yesterday. I think they mischaracterized Asmongold's worth because they brought up the footage that we watched yesterday when he was talking about his taxes, where he basically had to pay about like $4 million in owing taxes, and they were going like, oh, well, that's like half of his net worth, and talking about that. It's like, well, no, like when Asmongold was talking about how much money he had, he said like he had probably about like, and he was iffy about it, but he had like, Asmon indicated like in 1 year, he basically had $8 to $10 million after taxes. And I think they missed that very salient point where they were talking about, no, it was $4 million. He owed $4 million in taxes to the IRS. But he said after taxes, he was making, like, he was vague on it because he didn't know himself, but it was like over $8 million. So it was probably closer to $10 million that he took in after his taxes. And on Side Scrolls, they're kind of like, oh my God, he's like, Keen was going on rant about, taxation being theft. That's a whole different thing with it, that could be argued. But yeah, but they're making it seem like, oh, he had to give up half of what he took in to his taxes. No, he gave up about a quarter or maybe a third, because he still had, after all was said and done, he still had like $10 million in the bank afterwards. So that's one thing that I kind of wanted to make a distinction about is, yeah, he had to pay a lot in taxes, but he still kept the fuckload too.
I guess
he spends less than me on gacha games.
I don't think about it, right? I don't really worry about it. I know that I have the money, and I know that I don't spend a lot of money.
But
like,
your account's still like busted, bro. Like
what about it?
Your woo account's weak as fuck.
No, it's not.
You have like what? You have max cons on your Amieth, and then you have like no support built.
I have multiple supports.
Do you even have Linnae?
Yes.
Do you have more?
No, I don't have. I don't have.
Yeah, you don't have Linnae. You don't have more. You don't even
because
have the
I haven't
premium.
played the game. I've been playing other games.
You're poor, dude.
I've been playing other games.
Yes,
Your
he has
account
multiple
is broken.
businesses and investments.
Like I can literally fix that with $3,000 in one day.
One day, when's the banner rerun gonna happen?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, and the thing is, like, no, and you're right. So you have people that spend money on this bullshit on your show, right?
But they can't.
He's not part of Starforge anymore. I think he's backed off of Starforge entirely. Back when the whole shitstorm happened with like OTK and whatnot, and back when he caught his bullshit ban for things that he said about it with everything going on with Palestine, and he caught that like 2-week ban. It was around that time that he backed off from OTK, and I don't know if he still has a controlling share of one of them. He backed out entirely, and one of them he stepped back from running the business. I can't remember which was which. I can't remember if he completely left OTK and they bought him out, or if he backed out of completely out of Starforge. I legit can't remember which one of those it was. But those aren't his only businesses. He does have other businesses and other investments, which is earning him these millions of dollars every year.
Can't afford it. You
They
guys
can't afford it. Okay. So like, well, that's the thing is like sometimes I'll feel bad because like
OTK
I'll
was
talk
the full
about
buyout?
this and it
Okay.
like goads them into like, oh, maybe I can win. Oh, maybe I should play. Like,
I don't think he's been a part of Mythic Talent. I think that was another one that he has not been a part of for a while. I'm reasonably sure he has not been involved with Mythic Talent for a while. That's why it was so insane that people were basically going after people that were a part of Mythic Talent because like he used to be involved with it. He did have Mythic Talent, but he's been out of it for a while now.
and it like goads them into like, oh, maybe I can win. Oh, maybe I should play. Like, I think that if you're like, the problem is that if you're playing these video games, you're a dumb fuck if you're playing them free to play, and you're even dumber if you're spending
I
money.
don't think you're a dumb fuck if you're
Like,
playing them free to play.
I think that
The thing is, have you ever seen? I know a lot of people that play them free to play, and then they hit the wall, and it's not fun anymore, and they just dip, and that's based as fuck.
Well, I mean, why not at that point?
Yeah.
Like, this is a crazy thing, but imagine just playing a video game that's not designed to piecemeal money to you.
But that would still
Like, I
cost,
mean,
that would still cost $60.
It's $20.
Well, he said he got bought out of Mythic before the controversy went public about Mythic. The thing is the controversy about Mythic was largely in part due to him. Is people were going at people. Casey Tron started targeting Mythic out of the fucking blue and was basically saying that, you know, anybody that's involved in Mythic is basically tangentially related to Asmongold, and that they should be ashamed of themselves of being represented by Mythic because it was Asmongold's company, even though he's been out of it for a while. So the whole controversy with Mythic stemmed from Asmongold being involved with it in the first place. So it's not a matter of he got out just in time. It didn't matter that he got out. It didn't matter that he got bought out. They were still, you know, people like Casey Tron were still targeting Mythic because of his mere involvement, which that in and of itself, like, fuck that bitch, that high dumbass cunt, going after Mythic for no reason other than she fried half of her fucking brain with just like smoking, you know, an entire stadium's worth of dope every fucking day. You know, fuck her.
To piecemeal money to you.
But that would still
Like,
cost,
I mean,
that would still cost $60.
It's $20. You just buy one from 3 years ago. Like,
That's true.
it's not like they expired. They're not eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you just go and buy a game. I mean, like, I that's all I do. Like, yesterday, I took the day off. I woke up. I started playing this pirate game. I went to bed.
It's his birthday.
It was not my
Gross.
birthday. Yesterday was Hitler's birthday. And
Easy mistake.
I don't know how this happened,
God.
but like 10 years ago, they came up with this meme. Aha, happy birthday. It's April 20th. It's not. And so I had to go on Twitter and correct people.
Wait, 420? I'm sorry, is 420 actually Hitler's birthday? Really? Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, crap, that is really fucking unfortunate. Holy shit.
Because I started getting DMs from people saying happy birthday, man. And it wasn't you. He DM'd me too, but it was like you were actually like the 5th person.
I legitimately fell for it.
Yeah.
I fall for it every year, and I keep forgetting that I'm falling for it.
Yes.
I legitimately fell for it.
It is not my fucking birthday.
Why is it unfortunate? Because 420 is known as basically the unofficial day of marijuana. That's why it's very unfortunate. It's 420, you know, it's the whole thing about 420. April 20th is 420. Hence why it's a very unfortunate coincidence.
Literally took the day off to do fucking nothing.
You know, some Austrian fella's birthday
Yeah,
yesterday.
right, exactly,
I
yeah.
got confused.
Painter or something. And no, it's just I I love playing games. I do. It's all I want to do. And every once in a while I'll do something else, but like I don't have like big expenses, right? I don't like spending like, I mean, the most amount of money like that I was gonna donate like, you know, $1,000, maybe a few $1,000 to like a bald eagle charity.
That's cool.
Cause like, so I was thinking, cause you think about it and there's like, what is it like to be an American, right? Can you imagine the patriotism boost if like you're driving in your Ford truck and you're going to Walmart or you're going to fucking McDonald's and you know you're listening to Leonard Skinner on the radio and a bald eagle flies over, bro? Like that is just it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
but
that's
it
a
means
pretty fucking
everything,
American
man.
thing right there.
It does.
You realize you are at the point of wealth where you could arm bald eagles with fucking head cannons, like laser beams for fucking eyes.
Send them over to Iran.
Dr. Evil, give me some bald. How hard is it to get some bald eagles with freaking lasers on their heads? If Asmongold doesn't make that meme, I'm gonna be disappointed.
You could, yeah, dude. You could actually win a war against small nations, and you just choose not to do it.
I don't want to.
Like you could. You never feel like, oh my god. You know what?
Yeah.
I could literally.
Never.
You could put together your own crew of pirates, and you could go attack a nation.
Yeah. I mean, like having a pirate ship and everything would be kind of cool, but I would be worried about like people blowing it up, right? I mean, that would be a kind of a problem,
That's
be a big
true.
issue.
That's and what he just brought up there is a thing that I'm guessing a lot that you know, when Caleb was saying like, well, why'd you spend money on stuff? Here's why it would be very difficult for him to invest in anything. Is if any in right now with, you know, the way people love to attack him, if he invests in anything, it's unless it's involving a company that literally just has an I don't give a fuck attitude. Anything that he invests in will immediately become a target for hundreds of thousands of people, either screaming online or they may actually go and try to physically destroy any investment that he makes. And like that's a legitimate concern. Like if he just like, you know, even if he tries to become like, even if he becomes like a silent partner in something, people will still find out about it. But if, you know, if the company that he gets involved in or if the company he starts is, you know, basically just like, you can screech about anything you want, I don't give a fuck, then he would be okay. But I can also understand where the difficulty would come into play, why he might be reticent to actually take that step and invest in a company or start his own company, because he's very aware that when he's involved in something, it's not just him that he has to worry about. It's anybody that he's involved in that he has to worry about. Like half the problems that Emeru ran into with the whole say the line thing that occurred to her, a big chunk of the problems a big chunk of the flack that she was catching in that instance is because of her association with Asmongold. You know, they're like, you know, even when she made her, you know, when she unfortunately made her apology that she should have never made, even after she did that, they still continued to attack her because they said, oh, you're associated with Asmongold and you're associated with Tectum. And I think Asmongold is very cognizant of this fact that anything that he gets involved in, it's not so much a concern that people would come after him, it's that people would go after those that he is working with and make their lives a living hell, and he doesn't want that to happen to them. He doesn't want other people to suffer, to basically suffer because of him. And that's undoubtedly a reason why he maybe is holding back from starting new companies or getting involved in other companies. Yeah, 100%, he is. I said so last night. Asmongold is a hell of a lot smarter than 90% of people realize. And we saw it in this interview yesterday when, just the back and forth between him and Caleb is you could see that, Asmongold, he may not be college educated, but he is a very smart individual. He is very knowledgeable about a great deal of topics. He takes in and absorbs information, and he is able to retain it, and he is able to interpolate it in his brain to be able to talk intelligently about it and not just basically vomit up data without actually understanding the context behind it. So yeah, a lot of people sometimes deliberately don't appreciate the level of intelligence that Asmongold actually possesses. They just see the admittedly dirty appearance. They hear the way he talks about things on his stream, and they just assume he's just a dumb chud that's just regurgitating shit, when it's actually the exact opposite. And if I were to hazard a guess, if he actually took an IQ test, he would probably score quite high on an IQ word EQ test.
So I don't think I would do that. I mean, just
that's part of the fun.
No,
right? I mean,
yeah, not for me. Not for me if I'm on the fucking ship. No, I have no interest in doing anything like that. All I like is sitting in my room, eating food, drinking soda, playing video games. That's it. And I feel so you don't play games? What do people? What do people do? What do you do? Because it's 9 p.m. What do you do?
He doesn't have a girlfriend.
Ooh.
He doesn't understand.
They take a lot of time.
Oh no,
also work. I mean, work's a lot.
Oh, I guess.
I work a lot.
I only work 8 hours a day usually.
Dogs. You got dogs?
Oh
cat?
no, I don't have dogs.
Okay. Well, that takes time.
I guess.
Yeah, you gotta take him to shit.
Yeah.
Feed him multiple times.
Uh-huh.
Then
wanna
they
walk?
love pissing and shitting.
Uh-huh.
I actually don't have to walk mine because they're allergic to grass.
No, but also just
So I gotta play with them.
You know?
So, yeah, I
That
try
takes
to walk.
time.
Yeah.
That takes time.
I mean, what do you do?
Time goes
read,
away.
You read books and shit?
Audiobooks on my walks.
Oh fuck, man. I just refresh Twitter while I'm on a walk. I'll tweet something out. I'm on a walk and then I'll come back with how many likes to, oh wow. That's it. Oh, they're really mad about this one. And that's it.
Put them in the box.
Yeah. Put all of them in jail again. Yeah, of course. No, I don't know. I can't imagine what it would be like to not just, it's so weird. It just sounds deranged. I don't know what it would be like to just not play video games all day, every day.
You know what we're going to do?
Don't.
So I wanted to do this already. You're invited because you're in Texas.
Uh-oh.
Because Dylan's coming out for this too.
Yeah.
The new edition of Warhammer's coming out in the summer. We're going to lock you in a room for 24 hours and you're only allowed to build and paint.
Have you played Warhammer?
Whoa.
No.
Oh God.
It's the final boss of being a nerd.
It is. It's extremely, I would say unemployed, but you have to be employed to be able to afford it.
The minimum
God, yes.
science to
Crazy.
play the game is
it's 2,000.
about
Good
$2,000.
fuck. Why?
Oh yeah.
So
And I know a lot of you guys in chat right now know exactly what they're talking about. I am not into Warhammer. You guys have tried to get me to look at Warhammer stuff. I'm sorry. I'm just not interested in Warhammer. It's not my thing. But I know that you guys post in the Discord your fully completed Warhammer figurines and your sets. I know you the plastic crack is real. It absolutely is real.
basically what it is it's
like figurines.
It's like a tabletop war game, and you buy the little boxes of units. Essentially, they come on a plastic sheet. You build them, you paint them, and then you play a game.
So this is physical.
Yeah.
This is physical. It's not a video game.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
physical.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you play it on
Yeah.
a giant table, and you got like a tape measure and dice, and it's a full-on war game.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, it's a huge thing. Like basically, if you're a fucking nerd, you know all about this. Like this is all like I was doing this in like high school. Okay, like 3,000. How old are you?
31.
31.
You know what? I have a friend who makes Warhammer models of this 3D printer, especially since Games Workshop keeps screwing with lore. You know what? I'm actually legit surprised more people have not gone that route, because it would actually be cheaper to buy a 3D printer and buy like the PLA thread and just literally 3D print your own models. Because I guarantee you every fucking one of them has been scanned and put online into a repository. It's a stigma against it in the community. Well, my opinion, fuck that. If it's going to save you money, 3D printer. Like 3D printers are dirt cheap. You can get a decent 3D printer now for like a couple $100. The PLA or the ABS spools aren't all that much either. And I guarantee you, like every freaking, every model is probably out in some repository for you to be able to use, and it would be and they're probably free, and stores won't let you play with them. How are they gonna know? How are they gonna know that your model is 3D printed? They know? I don't know. Tried that. PLA is no good. Need a resin. Okay, resin printer then. It's pretty obvious. Okay. If you guys say so, I will defer to you. This is I'm just spitballing ideas here. I will defer to you guys as experts because you are far more expert on this than I will ever hope to be. So I will defer to you that you can easily tell the difference between an actual Games Workshop bottle versus a 3D printed one.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like same age as us. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I mean, I've had a lot of people spend money on Magic the Gathering. A lot of
Hell
money
yeah.
on Magic the Gathering.
That's a good way to make money.
All my
bro.
money, dude. Yeah. I was selling Kool-Aid in high school to pay for Magic the Gathering. I was, man. It was good.
It was a long time ago now, but I was really trying to get Boogie to sell all of his Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, we
geez.
saw
He
that.
was like inches away
saw
from not
that.
being able to pay his mortgage when he came on financial audit.
Oh, yes. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. What was that like to have him on?
He's cool. He's really, he's nice in person.
He's a normal.
He's cool. He's nice in person, except he fucking rambled. He self-aggrandized and also like did pity party the whole time on that financial audit. Because we watched that. We watched his financial audit of Boogie, and yeah, he faked his cancer. I think at the time he went on financial audit was in the middle of his fake cancer thing. If memory serves, like timeline wise, I think he might have been in the middle of his fake cancer thing. And the majority of his time on the financial audit, he was basically doing like the poor pity me thing almost the whole fucking time. Like that, I was criticizing him for it too during that react. It was all about like, oh, I'm such a piece of shit. I'm doing so terrible. My life is horrible. Like that was such a huge chunk of the financial audit. And it was just like, but that's Boogie. Like Boogie is nothing. Yeah, he 100% Boogie has a kink shake, or he has a shame tick, without a doubt. Boogie loves to be shame ticked all the damn time. That's why he's a lolcow, is because he literally does get off on it. And yeah, I've seen Mahler's multi-part deep dives onto Boogie. I saw when they did the Mike Lum video. I saw when he did his they did their like anniversary 24-hour anniversary stream, and they had like 2 or 3 like Boogie, like 2-hour, 3-hour Boogie things. Yeah, I've seen those. They were like it's extensive just how fucked Boogie is in the head.
Guy, I don't know what the fuck happens.
I don't know.
You go on the internet.
I mean, I've seen a lot of clips like rubber duckies and shit.
Yeah, I don't know if
I don't know if he's the most normal of normal.
He has to do shit to make money now.
He's
it's kinda
not.
pathetic.
I remember watching this guy. Like, this guy was like the voice of reason on the internet. He was like the guy that like always had the, normal everyman take on things. And I think the problem is like live streaming just brings out the worst aspects of you, because like really.
That's what Mahler said in his deep dive, is that the moment he started to live stream, the moment he changed over from making videos on YouTube to live streaming, that was like the defining moment of when everything about him changed. I think it was starting to build up to that point, like he was starting to get bad, but the moment he started live streaming is when things just went off a fucking cliff. I'm late article called Boogie the Streaming Mr. Rogers. Yeah, that didn't last long though, because when he did start to stream, the real Boogie the real Stephen Williams came out, and he is a complete asshole. Uh-huh. Yeah, and that's what it boils down to. The real Boogie came out when he started the live stream, because with the videos, he could record a video and edit it and go, oh, that actually looks really bad. So I probably shouldn't put that in there. He doesn't have that option for live streaming. So his actual there was no way for him to edit out his personality unless he was actually able to do it in his head on the fly, which Boogie couldn't do. So yeah. And Cleachbow, thank you for the gifted. And Shadow Swordsman, sorry, I missed your tier 1. Thank you. And Cleachbow, thank you for the other gifted too.
It's like you can have like an 8-hour stream, and then the worst 30 seconds of that 8-hour stream, that's the one on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's it, right? And it's like all the rest of the time, everything's basically fine.
Yeah.
But you say some crazy shit like that, and then that's what people focus on. And especially like, I mean, for me and for a lot of other people, it's like they'll clip it in a way that's like intentionally inflammatory.
Oh yeah, every time.
God. Yeah, I've seen this happen a lot. Like I've made so many videos about it. Like I'm just used to it at this point. Like I don't even try to like talk around like, oh, I know somebody can clip this out of context. Please do. Please do. That's
It's pretty engagement. No one gives a fuck anymore. Right?
Nobody cares. Like I'm so glad the internet is
He's
the way
right.
it is.
Caleb is absolutely right. Nowadays, especially if you are big, clipping someone out of context doesn't hurt them. Like there's a reason why the expression of bad publicity is good publicity. There's a reason why that exists. And for people like Asmongold, for people like Hassan, people like Tactone, for people like Nux, for people like Kirsche, for all of these big screamers, clipping them out of context doesn't hurt them. It only helps them. Again, it's like what was said yesterday. It's the Howard Stern effect, where even when you clip them out of context, it's for the purposes of rage baiting. And so when people look at the out of context clipping, they get raged about it. What are they going to do? They're going to go check out more of their videos, or they're going to go check out the live stream. Why? Because they're going to want to see what that person says next. And so it gets them views, and potentially it may get them even subs or bits if they suddenly turn the person around. It's still driving people to that person's stream or that person's videos, even if it's bad publicity. And it's not going to hurt them, because chances are with the stuff that's clipped out of context, that the content creator's not going to give a shit. They're just going to keep doing what they do because they know it's out of context. The smart ones will just go, it's out of context. I know it's out of context. Everybody at my stream knows out of context. So fuck up. It doesn't matter. And they'll just keep going on. And then the people that have been rage baited may show up in the stream and may realize, oh, it's out of context. And then they might actually stay and just continue to boost and bolster their audience. And so it's literally nothing but a win for the content creator in question. And Monarch, thank you for the gifted. Thank you very much.
Now, honestly, like, because for a while, everybody, like, you were not allowed to not give a shit about certain things, right? And like now I just feel like you can say and do almost anything that you want, right? And that's a lot better. Honestly.
When you get big enough, you
can.
can.
A lot more.
You
rather
can.
than like having a lot of gatekeepers and control-y people, etc.
That's true. But your boys though, the
Which
people you
one?
used to do the podcast with that you were talking about.
Yes.
Do you miss friends?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, like I do. I mean, like, well, Twitch. So like Twitch had a major fracturing.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of like gambling drama and like a handful of other like small like events. Well, it kind of created a schism between like different groups of people on Twitch, where it's like back in the day, everybody could agree to disagree. Everybody could kind of get along. But I think that like those differences have just kind of grown over the years. And it's like now it's hard to reconcile that.
In that respect, what Asmongold talk about there, I think it's not so much that the differences had grown. I think it's because there has become such a significant schism in society that it's for some it is kind of forced some content creators to essentially pick a side, and when they do pick a side, it's like, if someone disagrees with you, they are an enemy, and you have to treat them like an enemy. And so I think it's not necessarily streaming that did this. I think it's society in general is what caused this, which basically you can date that back to like 2014. You can literally date it back to 2014, 2015, where you saw this societal shift and split, like in a sharp split with 2014, 2015. And when that sharp split happened, it affected the general populace, but it also affected the streaming community who are vocal about their opinions about current social climates or current political climates. And when that happened, you know, it was the start. It was the start down the path of what we see now, which is, you know, on one side it says you're either with us or you're an enemy and you must be destroyed, and the other side is you don't agree with me? Okay, I still hold firm in my opinion, but you're entitled to your opinion. And that basically transitioned into these streamers that talk about this kind of stuff. So it's I disagree with what Asmongold's saying. Is like there was a schism in the streaming space. It was a societal one that bled over into the streaming space. And hi, team. Did you enjoy your time on Side Scrollers today? Huh? Did you have a good time? I hope your computer gets fixed. I saw you had to use your potato computer instead of your main computer. You still did good, though. You still did well on the show.
Everybody farmed anything they could.
They did.
But you had 10 years for a lot of these people, or close to it, of, you farmed everything and there was no consequence. It seems like a logical leap that they farmed each other, and, you know, people didn't forgive in the end. And I feel like I'm one of the only people who'll say it. I love every single person for the most part that I met on Twitch, even though I don't talk to them. I still love all of them.
Yeah.
Probably not going to talk to them ever again, but I still like them. And I think that they're genuinely good people.
Yeah.
The job's just weird.
I don't know. I think I clicked on a video once where you were reacting to Hassan reacting to you, reacting to Hassan, who was reacting to you.
Could have been any day of the week.
I mean, you're gonna have to be more specific. You're gonna have to be more specific than that.
It's like we can.
He literally just did the meme of, do you have any idea of how little that breaks do you have any idea how little that narrows things down?
Be peaceful. We can all be friends.
I like Hassan.
Maybe we can be the moderators, like bringing them together.
I can get along with people. Like I'm not like, people get mad at me. I don't get mad at other people. Like I'll say like, oh yeah, I think this is wrong. You shouldn't say this. This is bad. But like, I'm not the one getting personally upset and offended over this stuff. It's everybody else doing that about me. So again, not my fucking fault, right? Or at least, you know, I'm sure they'll say like, yeah, but it's because you're crazy. But like, I mean, that's the way I see it.
Do you care? Do you think about it off stream?
Do I think about like what?
Any of the drama? Does that actually impact you off stream?
Honestly, I wish I cared more, because like yesterday, for example, I don't even think I checked my phone.
That's a good mindset.
It's actually, it's wild. Like
that's actually really good.
I forget what had happened, and I hadn't seen him in a little while, and I said something like, I was like, oh yeah, like blah blah blah, because the internet was like crucifying him for something. And he goes, I shit you not, he goes, oh yeah, dude, they're real mad today. Is what it is. And it was like, but that's it. That's all he really feels with it. Which it is a good attitude.
It's a great way to look at things.
I do think that, like, I'm going to use Hassan as an example. And
yeah, sure.
I think Hassan, not necessarily in a bad way, I just think he really cares a lot. And I think that that just manifests in a different way.
If you
No, he doesn't. Hassan doesn't care. Hassan cares about himself. Point blank. I guess he's trying to be, you know, I guess Asmongold's buddy is trying to be magnanimous about it. But Hassan literally does not care about anything except himself. He doesn't. He doesn't care about the causes he champions. He doesn't care about the people he supposedly champions. All he gives a shit about is himself and how much money he can bilk out of people. That's like he is the definition of a narcissistic sociopath that likes to pretend he's a communist and an Islamic jihadist. He is a pretender, through and through. Anybody that thinks he actually believes in anything he espouts on his stream, you need to you need a give slap. If you think Hassan believes anything he talks about on stream and is not basically just doing lip service to the zombified fans that are in his chat that he counts on to throw money at him. Because he does not care. He only cares about enriching himself, and that's it. Who's worse, Boogie or Hassan? They're both horrible in their own ways. Boogie is a liar that will do anything for money and has a shame kink. So he loves to get shamed because he gets off on that. Hassan just loves money. And he is an absolute con artist that will say and do anything to get money and pretend like he has principles, but he actually doesn't. Like, I don't think he doesn't believe in communism. Number one, he does not believe in communism. He 100% believes in capitalism to an extreme degree of himself and self alone. He also does not believe in the jihad that the terrorists he claims to support believes in. He does not believe in that either. He pretends like he believes it because it gets a lot of people into his stream, and those people in his stream throw him a lot of money. But he doesn't actually believe in any of it because he is a narcissistic sociopath. All he cares about is how much he can increase his bank account and how much he can basically, and the other thing he believes in is, or not believes in, the other thing he aspires to be is he desperately wants to basically be a political influencer. He doesn't want to actually get into politics itself, but he also desperately wants to be like the influencer or quote unquote kingmaker of democratic politics, just so he can basically puff up his chest that his little tiny head is sitting upon and try and make the claim like, yeah, I'm the one that can make or break politicians in the Democratic Party. So he wants that, he wants the trappings of being a political powerhouse, but he actually isn't and doesn't actually care. He just wants to be perceived as being this political powerhouse and kingmaker, which he will never be. Yeah, effectively, yeah. He basically wants to have the kind of respect in those circles that Charlie Kirk had. You're right. That's basically what it boils down to. He wants the trappings of it, but he doesn't actually want to be involved in it.
You care a lot about how people see you, the outcomes of how people see you matter a lot more. I mean, it's just like, it's pure logic, right? It's not like this is anything profound to say. It's obvious. Like, so what happens, I think, is that people do care a lot about how they're perceived, and then they try to act in a way to make them perceive differently, and then that doesn't work, or something else happens, and then it begins the spiral, right?
Well, I think
spirals.
I'm going to give Hassan also, because do I think that Hassan cares about how he's perceived? Yeah, sure. But I also
absolutely
do think
he
that
does. That's one of the very few things that he cares about. How other people perceive him is monumental in his mind. It's one of probably the two things that he gives a shit most about. Number one, money. Number two, how people perceive him. Absolutely. It's why he is constantly fucking crashing out whenever people dumpster on him, and a lot of people are in the background laughing and pointing at because this individual of the hour has dumpstered on him, because it takes his self-image and it takes his public image. And he absolutely, that's one of the only things he cares about. Because if he didn't care about it, he wouldn't be crashing out every 5 seconds and screaming at his own audience, saying, I hate you guys, or insulting his own audience. Asmongold, he does what I say you should always do. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to say what I say. I'm going to feel how I feel. And if I present it with facts that might change my viewpoint on something, my viewpoint might change. Doesn't make me a turncoat, doesn't make me a fence sitter. It just means that I have a functioning brain that can take in information and process it, and I can change my opinion on something. And if you don't like the opinion, well, I would, and you can't, if you don't like my opinion and you cannot offer a counter or a legit logical counter argument to the point that I'm making, well, I don't give a fuck what you think about my opinion. Because until you can offer me some facts or information that I was previously unaware of to change my mind about this, I don't give a shit what you think. And that's how Asmund operates. And honestly, mentally, he's healthier for it.
He is hypersensitive to like how certain things are because he's worried about it potentially hurting like his political sphere or like being bad for what he's championing.
Yeah.
That's like if I'm giving him like the complete benefit of the doubt, I think that there is something of value there as well. So like I don't think Hassan's some sort of like I don't think you're evil. I don't think Hassan's evil. I think you're both mentally fucking retarded.
Yeah,
I think that I actually
disagree with him about Hassan. Hassan literally calls for violence against people. He has literally called for violence against specific people. He has said that if you don't follow my dogmatic ways, then you should die. So I'm sorry, I completely disagree with it. Has Asmongold basically said that people should receive capital punishment for something? Yeah, he has. But you know who he said that about? He said he's only referred to someone being killed when they've committed horrendous crimes. When you've got basically, situations of people that are, let's say, violating children, or they've gone, that they've gone on mass murders because of either their psycho or because they didn't like those people's political ideology. And in which case, he will actually advocate for capital punishment on that. And that's legitimate. That's justified. Otherwise, Asmongold doesn't call for death on people. He'll say that they should be arrested and put in the box and never come out, but that's through the legal process of being arrested, being prosecuted, being found guilty, and then going to jail and spending the rest of their lives in jail cell. That's not calling for violence. Hassan advocates for violence against literally anybody that does not share his political ideology or viewpoints. He thinks that if you do not share his political or ideological viewpoints, that you should die. So yes, there's a big fucking difference, and Hassan does that all the time. And yes, I think Hassan is evil in that respect. 100%, I think he is.
You both as people, and I think you're both actually genuinely, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, good people. At the end of the day,
no,
if
Hassan is not a good person.
Hassan would have.
No, he's not. I'm sorry. I'm pushing back really fucking hard on this. No, Hassan is not a good person. He is not in any way, shape, or form. He is not a good person. He is a horrible, disgusting individual, and he basically, it should have been investigated by the FBI a long time ago for giving aid and comfort to enemies of the country, and if there was substantive evidence to support it, been arrested and put in prison. Absolutely.
Been in OTK. If I had every one of my wishes granted, Hassan would have been in OTK.
That would have been a crazy timeline.
I think he's such a good IRL.
Oh my God.
I think he's so entertaining and so funny. And my God, is he handsome.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, look, yes, he definitely is. I need to figure out what
for
he
Hassan
takes
or
for his
something?
hair, because I remember in 2022, he was going bald and it was obvious, and he did something and he changed it. And I've got to figure out what the fuck
Probably
that was.
finasteride. That's what
He used he said what it is. Hassan actually said it on stream. I think he said Propecia. When his hair was thinning, he said he actually said on a stream, there's a recording of it, that he used I think it was Propecia to get it to get his hair back. And the downside of using Propecia is that it makes your dick not work.
I do.
Maybe that's
I
it.
maintain.
Yeah.
Finasteride, a little bit of minoxidil too. You take minoxidil as a pill now.
Make some people's dicks like just broken. Though.
Well, that's
that won't happen.
finasteride, right?
Yeah.
The minoxidil won't do that, but you're probably past that.
What?
Like finasteride, you should just get a haircut.
I'm past that. I don't know. Okay. Well, yeah.
The finasteride and the minoxidil, like minoxidil will like make you grow a little bit more. The finasteride, I think they say that sometimes it'll like regrow, best case scenario, like 6 months at most.
Yeah.
And then you maintain. Yeah, it's a maintaining pill.
Okay.
Because it causes your body, I could be wrong on the science here, but not to create DHT, which is like essentially super testosterone.
Yeah.
So your testosterone goes up your DHT goes down, and then that actually affects your prostate and it affects your hair follicles.
Shit, I don't want to know what's going on inside.
It's
of me.
actually good.
Yeah.
It's actually good for your prostate.
Wow.
Okay.
They were creating a prostate drug, and they were like, oh wow, this is working. This is shrinking people's prostates that need to be shrunk. And then they were like, why are these people getting so much hair? And that's how they started doing it.
That's how it works. Yeah, I'll
Interesting.
be honest. Like, I definitely probably should do something about it just because it kind of looks bad. But, you know, at some point I will. I've just been kind of like, I'm very afraid of going to like the doctor or anything like that, just because of like, you know, I've had bad, like I 1 year I went to the emergency room 3 times for 3 things that I didn't have. And so, like, after that, I was like, yeah, I've just got to fucking relax, man. Like, that was it.
Anxiety.
Hypochondria.
Oh, yeah. And you know, I went to the, like I said, I had like a really high blood pressure reading. I went to the dentist and like, I was so stressed out. It was only 120. So, like, I totally got it under control, which I'm very happy for.
Did you do anything?
Yeah, I stopped. I ate Chipotle, like I was doing like 5 or 6 days, right? And then I moved down to 3 or 4 days. And then I usually will walk down like to the store and back.
Well, here's the funniest part. This is the insane dark part. The people that usually look the worst, realistically, are probably some of the healthiest and have built up the most resistances. Like, can you imagine what level of biological resistances Asmongold has built up living the lifestyle that he has lived? Like, internally, like, what can you imagine how tough his immune system is to deal with pretty much anything, given the way he has lived for the last like 20, 30 years? It's like that with a lot of people where you look at them and you go, that person is disgusting. But the funny part is that person has got resistances built up that you could only dream of having. And the funny part is the minute they actually go healthy, the minute they actually go, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to exercise, and you know, they like, quote unquote, turn their life around, and they start eating healthier and they start exercising. Well, the minute they do that, it actually fucks up their immune system, and their immune system ends up severely weakening. And now all of a sudden they're having medical problems that they never fucking had before because they had this internal resistance built up that could literally fight off anything. The trade-off for it is they kind of look like shit. And it's basically the price they got to pay to look healthy. Is your immune system is now not as strong as what it once was, and so now you're getting sick and dealing with issues that you never dealt with before.
Which is like a couple of miles, few miles. And I try to be a little bit more active. And I think that's all really that it took. And also I would get super stressed out about shit. And then I just told myself, I was like, I remember I got the reading. I was driving home from the emergency place. And I was like, you need to chill the fuck out, man.
Well, it's
You're
hard
killing
to
yourself.
chill when your blood's filled with boy slop and you don't exercise at all. And you don't see the sun. Like your body doesn't know what's going on.
I don't think, I think.
I'm not trying to be preachy.
No, my body doesn't need the sun anymore. Like, I don't think I need it. Like,
He's a vampire.
we've evolved, right? We have a photosynthesis reaction to the monitor now. and like that's the way it works.
I still use Reflect, so I actually don't get any of it from the monitor.
From the blue light.
Yeah,
yes,
I have
definitely.
no blue light intake.
Oh,
I literally put Reflect on my eyes. But you were saying you walk. Do you do anything else exercise-wise?
Pickleball. Pickleball's a new one.
Ooh.
Dude, that is,
It's
my
fun.
God. Are you sure you're not a Jew?
Why? It's Jew sport?
Yeah, that's a Jew sport, man.
Really?
Listen.
Hold up. Is this new knowledge I was not privy to before? Is pickleball supposedly considered a quote-unquote Jew sport? I told plenty of people that were not Jewish that have played pickleball before. Like, this is a new one on me. There's nothing wrong with being Jewish. It's just his buddy here is Jewish. Asmongold's buddy here is Jewish. And he's saying that pickleball is like a quote-unquote Jewish sport. I'm like, that's a new one on me. Yeah, I was like, being a senior citizen sport. Yeah, sure, I'll agree with that. That actually sounds about right, being a senior citizen sport. I didn't think it was like the Jewish people had claimed that as being their thing.
And I'll own the
anything
Jew.
that doesn't take that much physical activity, but you can be competitive with, a Jew sport. Okay?
No, singles is kind of you running singles.
Yeah. You sound more and more like a Jew every second now. Complain about something small, and I'm going to give you a bar mitzvah right here, right now. With the power invested in me, Shabbat Shalom. But yeah, no, pickleball is definitely a Jew sport. So is tennis, honestly.
Really?
Tennis is not
Tennis?
a Jew sport.
It's a Jew
No, it's
sport.
not.
It's not. You're running around.
No, tennis is a wasp sport. Get it fucking right. Tennis is the official sport of the wasps. Okay? That I will die on that fucking hill. That that is the sport of either, an athlete that was able to make it, or, the hoity-toity rich ones who want to pretend like that they're physically active and playing a sport, and they just go, no, 15. What are wasps? Wasps is like a term for basically wealthy, hoity-toity white families. Essentially, that is what wasps used to be. You don't hear them being called that anymore, but it's like that was basically the term that was used to, like blue bloods, hit the rich hoity-toity white families that lived in the gated communities, and that used to be the term to be calling.
Sound like crazy.
It's great calories.
It's a Jew sport though. Like Jews play a lot of tennis.
I don't know.
Who's gonna know if it's a Jew sport or not? The Gentile sitting across from me, or the bar mitzvah Jewish man?
Okay, that is true.
I
But
made a covenant with God.
Name one Jewish tennis player.
Do you want to go to the country club right now and find one? You mean like a professional?
Yeah.
We don't do the professional athlete thing.
Okay, there you go.
We own the
That's true.
sports team, not the.
That's true.
Oh,
We're
fuck
not
off.
going to get out in the fields. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's right about that.
Sleep, Goyim.
No, okay.
Yeah, no. But I think isn't Djokovic?
I have no idea.
Can we see if Djokovic is a Jew?
Doesn't sound. Oh God. Yeah, I don't know if it is or not. I mean, like, look, I would do more sports if I could, but I just haven't really, I don't know. I used to be very active. I was.
He doesn't want to. He wants to play video games.
And then I started playing World of Warcraft, and everything basically went downhill from there. That was about it.
Were you ever athletic?
Yeah, I swim team, football.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Did you have was there that turning point where it was like, oh shit, I'm not athletic?
No,
anymore?
it was right after college. Desk job, fat. Uber Eats, you got money. Uber
Yeah.
Eats.
Damn.
Yeah, I remember so I worked at Activision Blizzard before I got into streaming, and Bobby Kotick came into the office one day, and the New York office, they acquired, you ever heard of MLG? It's like Major League Gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked there and it got acquired, right? And Bobby Kotick, the fucking legend, bro. Uncle Bobby fucking flies in on his helicopter and he looks at the office and he's just like, oh God, I'm so sorry that you're working in these conditions. And that was when I discovered Uber Eats. I had never gotten Uber Eats until Bobby Kotick gave us a daily stipend for Uber Eats.
Yeah.
And man, I thought that the World of Warcraft made
Wow.
me inactive. It was Bobby Kotick. Bobby Kotick made me fat.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
Dude, but it was such a generous amount of food.
Yeah, so he's a former Blizzard employee. That explains some things, doesn't it? That would explain a few things that we've been hearing from him so far.
Dude, I remember I would order fishes.
Second
full-on
generation.
Dude,
fishes.
fucking multi-billionaire. He doesn't even know. It's not
I
even a
love
rounding
Bobby
error
Kotick.
for him.
It's a bit of a running joke. I pissed him off, I think, that one time.
Yeah.
I had this clip that went viral of me calling everybody who played World of Warcraft retarded. And I said, you're running around like ants in Bobby Kotick's maze.
You're confused. The joke is that Thor of Pirate Software worked that was basically his big claim to fame is that, in his words, he was the first second generation Blizzard employee. His dad used to work at Blizzard, and then the second generation, he was the first of the second generation of Blizzard employees, and he basically talks about that all the time. Yeah, I used to work at Blizzard. I was first second generation Blizzard employee. Yeah, I used to work at Blizzard. Oh yeah, we did this when I was working back at Blizzard. There is full on 20-minute compilations of Pirate Software, of 4 of Pirate Software, talking about, like, just mentioning that he used to work at Blizzard. It's fucking hilarious. And for Bose, thank you for the gifted.
And I did get fired 3 days after that, I think.
Yeah.
It was
They
pretty
even
quick.
unmodded him from the Twitch channel.
No. I was still modded in the Twitch channel.
wow.
And I
Okay.
banned Quinn69 when he was reacting to a World of Warcraft thing. And I thought that they were going to unmod me.
Ooh.
But he was watching on YouTube, so he didn't even notice. And I unbanned him because I'm a pussy.
Damn.
But yeah,
Too
I
bad.
love Bobby Kotick. He's like my celebrity crush.
Why are you ordering single fishes?
No.
Big
So
fishes.
when he gave us the daily stipend, I found this it was like a Cuban restaurant, like a mom and pop Cuban restaurant, and you could order like a whole fish, and it was so much food. So I would order like the family fish with my daily stipend, and I would eat the fish the whole day long. And I didn't spend any money on anything, and I'd have enough of a surplus that even on the weekends I would have enough food. Bobby Kotick paid for my entire life.
Kotick, what a king.
Jesus.
And he gave us free Skylanders.
The thing is that everybody hated on that guy, but if you look at the stock for the company that he ran, went right to the fucking moon.
Bobby's World, baby.
Like, yeah, it was Bobby's world, man.
Well, look what
And-
happened as soon as he was gone.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean,
yeah.
Blizzard games now are like, they're not, like, you've never played, like, do you ever play an MMO?
No.
No, never.
I have an idea.
Battlefield, I like Battlefield 6.
Okay,
That's a good game.
That's a game.
Yeah, I
make
played
our
that.
finances better.
Okay.
We'll make your life worse. We'll teach you. We'll get you on a good video game.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make your life.
We'll
I
have
didn't
him in
spend the
VR chat with
finance
soda pop
already
and wearing a furry
golden.
tail by next time
no.
this week.
I want to get into gaming. I got killer gaming PCs. I got like multiple maxed out ones.
Hell yeah.
2 at the office, 2 at home, and I do nothing with them.
You don't do any gaming. Wow.
Almost nothing with them. Civ 5, a game from 15 years ago.
Dude, you should try Pragmata. I'm curious if you would like it as like a not gamer. This game like kind of blew up recently. It's the
Okay.
new Capcom game. I think it's their first new IP and quite
It's a brand new game. Like,
like it's wild. One of the main characters is like a kid, right? And kind of the story of the game is you're playing as like this. It almost has like a Banjo-Kazooie vibe to it.
well, you're playing as a guy, right? This is what happens, right? Is you're a guy and you go to the moon to solve a problem. And based off of the story of the game, you run into this little android girl and you effectively adopt her and she acts like a kid and you go around and she disables robots for you while you shoot them. It's actually a really cool game. It's
Very
a
cool.
super short game, definitely a non-gamer
it's short.
game. So like if you're looking
Oh, really? Really? It's a short playthrough. Was it like only like a 6-hour playthrough? That part I didn't realize. So it is a very brief game. Oh, okay. I would have figured that would have actually had at least a little bit of legs. Probably like an 8-hour playthrough. Interesting. Okay, listen to where that.
for a game to like get into, like he and I both played it and we beat the whole thing. Like you thought it was really good, right?
At least an 8 out of 10, maybe a 9 out of 10.
Very tremendous game. Great.
I feel like you
Ow.
lose it though when you don't
Yeah.
game for a while. Like I feel like I lost it. I try to get into like any kind of
You
game.
try
and I'm
playing
just-
FPS, right?
yeah, and I get my ass kicked.
Yeah, that's
But I used to be like killer, like dropping slurs in the Xbox Live
Oh,
party
yeah.
chats. Like I was
Well, you
great.
can do that without even putting your hand on the controller. Trust me, I do it all the time. But the thing with games too, we're 30 now. So
Yeah.
we're past our prime
Yeah.
in the video game world. But these kids, dude, they'll be playing a casual game and they're dropping like 60 milligrams of Adderall and they're just getting
Well,
twisted.
no,
crazy
it's because
nights.
now here's the
God.
thing: is like now everybody can make a career through gaming, and so like every kid that's like 14 is literally playing like his life depends on it because it does. If he's really, really good at this competitive game, he could go pro and change his entire life. And so that's why you have like every kid now has like.
Well, unless you're playing Pokemon, then the moment you celebrate on a win, the judges will disqualify you from winning because you took a split second to celebrate your victory once you've basically won the tournament. Fuck. That's a whole other thing.
Like at the end of their name, underscore,
Oh, you haven't heard about that? Okay, the TLDR. This was a big controversy. TLDR. There was a Pokemon tournament. It was like I forget what platform they did. I can't remember if it was PC or mobile or whatever. There was a Pokemon tournament that occurred very recently. And it came down to two guys, basically, 1v1. They're battling against each other, and yeah, but it was Pokemon Masters on mobile or Pokemon Go, whatever it was. And they basically, they came down to these last two guys. They battled it out, and when one guy won, he basically took off his headphones and like dropped them on the table. It was like, yes, not like loud, not like yelling and screaming and hooting and hollering and dancing around. He literally just took off his headphones and like kind of like maybe with a little bit of force, like dropped them onto the table and like basically just made a two-fisted like yes. And like for like a moment, and then he immediately stopped, went over to his opponent, respectfully shook his hand. He might have even said, good game, or maybe said something to him like, it was a good match or a good competitor or whatever. I don't even know. And the judges for the tournament disqualified him. They disqualified him. I forget the exact reason why. I think it was basically like either they said like he was too loud or he celebrated too much, or I can't even remember what the exact reason was now that they gave, but they disqualified him and took away his championship from him. And I'm pretty sure this guy is now suing them for it. Yeah, these judges these were DEI judges. They were 100% SJR judges. And they disqualified him. Yeah, like I guess they said like it was disruptive behavior or some bullshit. And so they basically stole his champion away from him, and I believe he's suing them now for it. I believe he is. And the crazy part is them doing this is I believe I do believe he is suing him. The official reason was unsportsmanlike celebration. There you go. And the funny part is this is the second time they've pulled some bullshit like this. This is the second year in a row they have pulled shit like this where they have disqualified someone for an absolute dog shit reason. Last year, there was like a 15-year-old kid who was going to go compete in a Pokemon championship. 15-year-old kid. They brought him up and he was going to be, one of the judges asked like, what are your pronouns? And number one, fuck you, judge, for even asking that in the first place. Like, what are your pronouns?
I know the story you are talking about. From a short I've seen on it, the judge that made the decision wasn't one of the ones that presided over the match.
Yeah, it's where it doesn't matter if it's pronounced or not. It was a DEI SJR judge who should be fired, and they should immediately give him his champion back, but they didn't do that. But then the year before, a judge actually, like a 15-year-old kid who spent money to fly to this championship. He actually spent his own money to buy the tickets, to get the hotel, to fly out to this championship. And as soon as he arrived, he's going to go compete. And the judge says, what are your pronouns? And the kid, because he was nervous, because he wasn't expecting that kind of question, like it came out of left field, and he had no fucking clue, he had no idea to expect this, just kind of went, he? And like nervously laughed. The judge kicked him out. Because he laughed nervously, that offended the judge, who was a they them, I believe. If my memory on this incident serves correctly, the judge is a they them. They got pissed off about it, and so they kicked the kid out because he laughed nervously when he was asked a question he was uncomfortable being asked. And so they kicked him out, and all that money he spent, he never even got to compete, and all the money that he spent to get there was a full fucking wash, and they never did anything to correct it. Yeah. So here's my question. This is now 2 years in a row where you've had DGI SJR judges completely fuck over the competitors. How many people do you think are actually going to compete in the Pokemon tournament next year? Now that everybody knows that that basically if the judges simply don't like you for whatever bullshit reason, that they'll disqualify you, how many people do you think are actually going to want to participate in this Pokemon tournament next year? How many people are going to actually spend the money to go to this tournament when if a judge gets a wild hair up its ass, that they're going to say, we're going to disqualify you because you make me uncomfortable, or I think you celebrated too much, or I'm having a bad hair day, you're disqualified. So how many people are going to actually invest money into going to any one of these tournaments? Not many. I can tell you that many.
Every kid now has like at the end of their name underscore, TT TikTok or TTV Twitch TV or .YT or YouTube.
I mean,
and they do this, like, it's crazy. People are playing these games, like, it's sweating in games now is just unbearable. Like, I've moved back to, because like I had the same experience. Like, I was really good at Counter-Strike in high school. Okay, that was a long time ago. And so I went back, I tried to play Counter-Strike again. I was getting fucking farmed. It was so embarrassing. I just uninstalled the game.
You played PUBG too, right?
I did.
He did a Russian Badger.
Maybe I should help you guys. Maybe you just need relaxing time, building cities, putting down roads.
No.
Managing
You know what's fucked up? Oh, God. I played a game like that, but it was a gacha game, and I got my girlfriend into it, and she spent $30,000 on it. And it's Call of Dragons when I got me into Call of Dragons.
Yeah.
And this is actually, we were saving this she's going to come on next week.
Oh, boy.
Or maybe after, it depends.
Yeah.
But she'll come on at some point. And she literally had given her account to somebody else to let them, like a person that she met in the game, to let him do dailies.
Oh,
and dude,
no.
She took the account back the other day and she went through the DMs and he was just sexting people from the Mia Malkova account.
Oh,
Wild, bro.
of course.
Full logs, bro.
Oh my God.
Crazy,
Course.
bro.
Who does this? Who does this? Who is this guy?
But the account was whaled out. I mean, she said 30,000. So he was
So she didn't even complain about it.
He was like, "How you doing, baby?
Yeah.
Like, what's up?" On the Mia
my
Malkova
fucking
account,
God.
just risen up here.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, no,
You know what? That probably happened. I mean, let's be real. That happens a lot more than you realize. It does. Like it in like text only type scenarios where your identity is unknown, that probably happens a lot more than you realize. Where guys will basically go into a text only or go into a game and they'll basically say that they're a girl and just to basically fuck with guys and sex them up because they get some kind of enjoyment out of it. But it happens a lot more than you might think, I imagine.
I do think, I mean, when you were playing Civ, you were playing one of the best games ever made.
So
straight
good.
up. I mean, we quote, in game design school, he's like one of the most quoted devs because a game is a series of interesting decisions. Like that was him. Yeah, I mean, like you're playing one of the best games ever. So no shame.
We have to go back because the new one kind of sucks.
Yeah, I heard the new one was really bad.
I didn't play the new one.
Yeah. And like a lot of people moved back to playing, I think it was 6 or something like that.
6 is good.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to innovate on a game like that.
Yeah.
And what is it? What's the genre called now? It's like 4C. Is that what the genre is called?
I'm not sure. Like, I don't really play any of those games. Like, I'm much more of like an action combat kind of guy.
There was a new one that came out that was really good. It was like more high fantasy. Yeah. And I think it's 4Cs. It's like Control, Conquer, something.
Okay.
And I saw this fantasy one that people were spending thousands and thousands of hours on. I forget what it's called.
Wow.
Right now. It's like it's Age of something.
Yeah.
They're all called Age of something.
Yeah.
And that's like the one thing. The naming convention could use a little bit of an update. But I mean, you never played
4X. What? Why do you guys keep typing 4X? What are you guys talking about? Is this the game that they're talking about? That this high fantasy game that they're talking about? Is it called 4X? Because I have no fucking clue what they're talking about. Oh, the genre is called 4X. Okay. The genre is 4X rather than 4C. Ah, okay. I gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Warcraft then.
No,
That's a huge benefit.
but I watched Arcane. Okay.
Okay.
That counts as
Yeah.
something.
Doesn't that have girls kissing?
The what?
I
The
missed-
girls kissing? I think so. Yeah.
I didn't watch Arcane.
I only watched part of Arcane the first season. It was good.
It
was good.
Like, yeah, like I've only played, like, I guess I played Valorant a little bit. I also played a team fight tactics. Like TFT was fun.
I only played that one time with you.
Yeah. Like that
My
was
girlfriend plays that, so
Okay.
I watched that.
Right, yeah.
That is actually a game that I feel like you would be super into.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's very like you're thinking about economy.
It's like a planning
It's risk
game.
and reward.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I can take some damage right now to invest into later
Yeah,
characters
yeah.
and like build up. Like,
No, that's the thing. I play that because it's easy for me. I want to be a shooter. I want to play something like Baldur's Gate. I want to experience
Baldur's
the
Gate
shit.
is so good.
Exactly. I want to experience that, but it's intimidating because it's been years.
I promise you, Baldur's Gate is not intimidating. You can dive right in.
What about
boss
Elden
fight?
Ring?
A boss fight scares me.
I mean,
I haven't had a boss fight in years.
Elden Ring is so easy. You'd have to be retarded.
Yeah.
Not one shot every.
I might be retarded. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I know somebody else that was, He's joking, by the way. He's playing Elden Ring right now. He's
I
not
told all of
one-shotting
my
everybody.
viewers that I wanted
He's
them
not.
to kill themselves in game yesterday, and said I was never going to stream again. I ended stream and flew to Texas because I couldn't beat a boss. I blamed it on
have
That's
had
what's
multiple
intimidating.
crash outs over Elden Ring also.
He was so bad at the game that he became a right-wing politics comment.
It's part of the narrative that people have created this narrative that I was really bad at Dark Souls 1. And because I was so bad about it, I became a political person and I had to stop playing video games, which wasn't true. It was actually Dark Souls 3.
We used to do this podcast when we first started. We would do it online, and I would be able to see his camera feed, but the guests usually wouldn't be able to just because of how we were doing it at the time. And the guests would be talking, and I'd look down at Zach, and I'd see his eyes like darting across the screen, and I was like, I know he's fucking playing Dark Souls right now, and he's not listening. And the guests would finish talking, and he was like a robot. He would just go, "Oh yeah, dude, it's fucking simple, dude," and he would just say some random shit. And because it was Zach, everybody would just be like, "Oh yeah, true, man, true."
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's just farming souls off stream.
That's what I did. Yes. It's what I like doing. And
you can pull it off,
I was
great.
doing this because I would stream all day and I would play games on stream then. And then I would end the stream and then I would play games all day off stream. It was. And
Oh man, I have a list of games for him now.
oh no, yeah.
Well, the new one that came out today,
Expedition 33.
E33 you have to do.
That's the big
Don't
one.
start. He doesn't start there though.
Yeah.
Right? He builds to E33.
Okay, yeah.
I think this is the order.
Dark Souls 1 has to be the
No.
first
He starts simple.
Oh.
New game came out today, so he can be in on everything. Super simple. Get his
Vampire
chops.
Survivors game?
The Vampire Crawlers
Okay,
came
yeah.
out today.
Okay, what do you do?
Okay.
It's a deck builder arcade kind of game. It costs like $10. You build up
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
You get your sea legs.
Okay.
Start.
Then from
Yeah.
there, you level up a little bit. You play a few hours of Slay the Spire. Then
All right.
then you
okay.
go into Baldur's Gate.
No, dude, are you kidding? Baldur's Gate
Why?
is fucking so complicated.
No,
It is?
Oh my
No, it's not.
yes.
No,
Really?
It's super. It's like 50,000 mechanics to it.
let me, honey, don't hurt me. My girlfriend beat the game.
Oh well, it can't be that easy then,
Yeah,
right?
dude. I mean, look. Yes, she can take a pounding, but the thing is when it comes to
Phrasing.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I wonder if he's gonna realize it. I wonder if he's gonna have a moment in a second here and realize, okay, that was a bad turn of a phrase to use.
playing games,
She's not.
she plays Disney's Dreamlight Valley 12 hours a day.
What?
Yeah, she
fuck
literally.
is that?
If you want to hear her financial tips, she goes, "You buy the battle pass and then you spend the money to upgrade the battle pass all the way so you get all the rewards right now." I'm like, "Oh my god, you're actually such a goy."
Oh my.
But the thing is, she literally got through the game.
Yeah.
She figured it out. She didn't look up anything. She went blind run,
Yeah.
and she had a great time. I think that is a very good game for you to get your gamer chops back on, because the thing is you don't need any reaction time. It's all
Thinking.
mind.
Yeah. You have to
you got
yeah.
that. But you're going to be using your hands enough that you're going to get back and flow of things. Then you play Expedition 33. Then you play Elden Ring.
Ooh, that's big. That's really
Okay.
big. Yeah.
You do it in that order, and then you report back. I'm telling you, that'll like make your fucking life.
I mean, can you play a lot of video games if you have a girlfriend though? Because I remember whenever I had a girlfriend, it was like having to do
Get
like
yourself a gamer
20
girlfriend.
extra daily quests a day.
It is like an extra job.
Yeah, it's like another job because you have to deal with them. I talk to them. Like you have to watch like I had to watch Love Island with her. Fuck, man.
Yeah.
You fucking are you kidding me? Like why?
The worst part is when you have to pretend like you care too.
Like I give a
But-
shit. Like I give a shit. Yeah.
Well, maybe like the girly girls who care more about like makeup and clothes and going out to the club. Like maybe those women might hate games, but there's not all women. Normie, okay, and normies, I'll agree with that. Normie women generally, yeah, they hate games. That's why you get yourself a gamer girlfriend. Get yourself a gamer girl, chat. You'll be best of friends, and you will have a long, happy life together, beating the fuck out of one another in game.
Does your girlfriend have that superpower where they can feel you resting, like across the house, and then they have to stop that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, dude, it's insane. That is the most. You feel like if you watch One Piece, you feel like the hockey. It's like, oh my god, she knows I'm resting, and then you just, what are you doing? Are you investing anything? Or are you like, it's like, so you're not allowed to rest?
I'll hear my name across the house.
Yeah. Something
That's when
always
I know
breaks.
it's time. It's time for me.
How many hours a day do you think you spend with your girlfriend?
Okay, so I get off of work around 6. Maybe I go on a walk. Maybe I get home around 7, and then it's 7 to 10.
Yeah,
man.
So-
And they fall asleep.
But I love it. I like it.
Yeah.
I
How
like
many
it.
years?
Only a year.
That's pretty
wow.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like crazy.
Wow, you're at a year, and are you guys living together?
Yes.
Well, man, how long have you been living together?
Like 6 months?
Joint finances? Sorry.
No.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
If I just
That would be
like-
really funny.
Yeah.
Flip the script on him. Yeah.
Watch like 3
So,
episodes
Caleb,
of the show, just take over.
I would see
bro.
DoorDash.
But yeah, I mean, it's very rare that I hear of somebody moving in. My girlfriend and I, we actually moved in. We're at 5 years now, but we started living with each other the first year. And honestly, it was the hack because we found out so quickly that it was serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the compatibility. People take forever to move in. You don't know. You could learn in like 6 months of living together that it's horrible after 5 years of dating and not living together.
Yeah. Yeah. It like
Gerald,
super.
I agree with that. Is when you are in a relationship, you will not know if the relationship will work long term until you move in together. 100%, I agree with that. Because when you're not living together, you're missing out on a large chunk of the day, and thus you are also missing out on a large chunk of your partner's personality. You're missing out on those idiosyncrasies that you might either find cute or tolerable or you fucking hate it. And if it's the third and you fucking hate it, it's good to know about it right away because otherwise if you ignore it and you form a life together and get married, well, now you're dead. Now you're devoted to living with that idiosyncrasy that you absolutely hate for presumably the rest of your life. And it's where you get like the crotchety old couples that are constantly bickering and sniping at one another because they've got these personality quirks that they hate in one another. And so yeah, absolutely. It's not a bad idea at all if you were in a serious relationship to consider moving in together early on in to see if you really are compatible. Now, of course, the pitfall there is one person has to give up their home. So, you both have, if the two of you have your own apartments or if, one of you has a house, one of you has an apartment, one half is going to have to give up a home in order to move in with the other. And if things don't work out, well, now shit, that person doesn't have anywhere to go. So there is a risk involved in that, but better to take that risk and learn right away, are we going to work? Versus let's figure it out after we've already gotten married and now we're living together and all of a sudden we realize, oh shit, we're not compatible at all outside of the couple of hours that we've spent time together while we're dating. So yeah, it's honestly a really good idea.
Or sped the relationship.
I also speed ran a relationship like that, but not in the same way. And so I meet this girl, and then a month later, she comes to visit me. And then after the visit is over.
Well, it's not like someone always has to give up a home if you both have homes. Now, I'm not saying like just give up a house. I'm talking about giving up a place where you live. It could be a home or it could be an apartment. And again, the pitfall there is the person that gives up the place that they were living at, be it a home or an apartment, they move in with the partner. If they discover they're incompatible, well, then that person who gave up their house or their apartment now has nothing to go back to if things didn't work out. And therein lies the pitfall.
And then a month later, she comes to visit me. And then after the visit is over, she just stays at the house. Now she's just living at my house. And this is a month after I've met this girl. And then she was staying there. And we would regularly, like, we would break up and get back together sometimes multiple times a day. Like, this is just like, this would happen all the time. And then I remember realizing, like, I was driving to like pick her up from, at that point, she was living at another house because this was in between that. And, you know, I saw that I had gray hair in my beard, and I was like, this is actually killing me. I'm dying. This is it. Like, this is the last one. And it was like, I remember very clearly I had to take the day off of stream because I was up until 4:30 in the morning arguing with her on the phone about something that, I mean, I don't remember. It was probably me that was wrong. But like, you know, for whatever reason, you know, like I had fucked up and I was driving over to see her because we had gotten back together that morning and I was going to take her out to lunch. And then we broke up later on that night.
Oh my God.
Him arguing. Zach is like, it's funny because when he's streaming,
yeah,
he's like an asshole.
I am.
But when you actually talk to him in the real world, he's a little bit of a softie.
I'm a nice. I try to be a nice guy. I try.
You know what? I think that's true for a lot of streamers. I think. I've heard you guys say the same thing about Nux. You know, Nux is like basically, I'll be real here. Nux, when Nux streams, he talks like an extremist. And from everything that you guys have said, off stream, completely different personality. Like, that is his streaming personality, and it is totally different. He is a nice, sweet guy off stream. And so I imagine that happens with a lot of streamers that have these very bombastic or quote unquote extreme personalities when they're on stream. And my theory on that one is that they're basically putting all of their energy, they're putting all of that hyperized energy into their stream to make it an entertaining or informative stream. And so when they stop stream, it's kind of like, and I've experienced this myself whenever I've had a stream that's very energetic. The minute stream ends, it's like, oh. And it's like, you collapse. And you've expended so much high energy for your stream that as soon as you hit stop streaming, you're just like, oh, and you just relax to an extreme. You literally physically just slump. And so off stream, you're probably they're probably quiet. They're they're very sweet and emotional and kind because all of that fervent energy was used up during the course of the stream. So yeah, it makes perfect fucking sense of what they're saying here, how they, how Asmon, like, he's on stream, he can be very high energy at times, and then off stream, he's a softie. I absolutely buy that.
But I imagine he must have been a real bitch when he was getting yelled at. Just like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so
that's
sorry.
Exactly what I say. Like, what I would do is I would lay down and I would just wait for it to be over.
Just fetal position. Just take the punches. I would just pull the what's his name, Johnny Somali.
That's exactly. One time I remember I was getting yelled at for something, and then she goes into the bathroom, and we're at a hotel, and she's like screaming at me in the hotel room, and then like she comes back down, and I'm just like, I am the worst. I did that. I'm sorry. And then finally she gets into bed. She gets under the covers with me, and she's like, looking at houses for us to move in together.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
That was a crazy trip.
You know what I actually have
Yeah, she does sound
loved
abusive.
a lot, because we're getting ready to have the kids 5 years.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking to a lot of my other friends who are like at that phase of life, and they were all like, "You should just do couples therapy."
Yeah.
And so we started doing couples therapy, and
Uh-huh.
my God, dude, as a guy, I mean, this is obvious.
Isn't it totally rigged against dudes?
No,
What?
dude, it's every guy I know. It's rigged against chicks.
It is.
Dude.
Oh, because it's logical.
It's completely logical, and it's just,
Okay.
and it's literally like you. I
Okay.
like leave.
Yeah.
I like will leave therapy, and like Mia will just look at me and she'll just be like, "Well, that bitch is crazy,"
Damn.
and I'm like, "Yeah, honey, she's crazy." She's
Yeah.
like,
uh-huh.
dude, my life has gotten so much better.
Really?
We actually like.
What?
I have less chores now.
Wow.
Like it's crazy. It's
Wow.
crazy. It's actually crazy. That was the only complaint.
So it's
I
like
had.
to try to rein her in.
Well, she was like,
I'm sorry, but he just said two things that don't work together. He said that we went to couples therapy, and then when they leave, his girlfriend is saying that that bitch, the therapist, is crazy, indicating that she doesn't buy anything that the therapist is saying. But now he's saying that because of that, he's doing less chores around the house. One of these things is not like the other. This doesn't make sense to me. Like, what he's saying and the end results are not meshing together based on the reaction of his girlfriend after they've left couples therapy. She partially buy it, but not want to admit it. Like, maybe, I don't know. Given the fact that by every metric he sounds like he's cooked, by every fucking metric, from what we know about before, the fact that she will fuck him for money, effectively speaking, or she will fuck him to get like something that she wants, and then he's talking about, oh, we went to couples therapy, it's great. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I'm really not buying it. He's definitely not saying everything about this. He's absolutely like maybe cherry picking a few tiny little things out of their life to say, oh yeah, this is really good. I don't believe him. I don't. Based on the stories that he told in the first half that we watched, don't believe him.
I mean, the therapist was just like, "You have OCD,"
yeah.
and it's not his fault.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm like, "Do you want to still stack crates all day long?" She was like, she literally, my girlfriend would wake up and she would just start stacking. That's what I would always say. She was just like, I could hear her like, so a lot of the times I'll stream. So I stream after him. I do this thing called on Twitch, we call it leeching, right? So I wait for him to be done, then I go live until he's.
And then my viewers go and watch him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I'm up most mornings until like 7 in the morning. And so I'll start maybe around like 5 at night, something like that, my time. 4 at night, 5 at night. So I'm usually starting work when she's like going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I will wake up because if I'm
suck.
up that late, I'll sleep downstairs and I would just.
What kind of life is that? What kind of life is he going to be able to have with his girlfriend where he starts work when she's going to bed? So when he finishes work, she's waking up and he's going to bed. What kind of life is that together? Like, that doesn't sound like a good, healthy relationship life at all.
Hear her footsteps and I would hear furniture moving and shit. Every day she would reorganize the house. She stopped.
Jesus.
Yeah, every day. She would play The Sims in real life.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was wild. So I would have like straight up panic attacks because you'd go to sit down, there wouldn't be furniture there anymore. It was like,
What?
wow. But it's all done now. It's all
Okay,
done.
that's done. Yeah.
Yeah. But couples therapy was awesome.
They do. I advocated for it immediately when we moved in together.
Yeah.
I was just like, I believe in it, whatever. So we went, always takes my side.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Damn.
It's beautiful.
Damn.
Yeah. I swear, dude. I mean, like, are you gonna play a sports game without a referee? I'm all about couples therapy.
Damn. I've never thought of that.
Yeah, but the thing is like, having a
I don't know
girlfriend is
anymore.
literally the best thing on the face of the earth.
Is that right?
It really is. Like, there is nothing else that I've put time into that's been as valuable, right?
Do you wingman for your boy?
Well, I mean, I still have my
try. I can't get him out
ex-girlfriend's
the house.
TV at my house, so I mean, like, I kind of got something out of it.
ROI is insane, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
8,000 hours, $170 TV, bro. That's crazy.
It's a 70-inch TV.
sorry.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean, that is cool that you did the move in right away thing. Cause I never hear, but every person who I talk to who's done it, it worked.
Yeah, or it doesn't work quick and you figure that out.
Exactly. And they're on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
parties are better for it.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to agree with
Do
that.
you see a lot of couples though that like go completely the wrong?
I don't know. Like couples therapy, like I'm not gonna outright say couples therapy is bad. I just have a very strong distrust of mental health in the current year. In general, like mental health professionals right now, I have a very severe distrust because so many of them are going the enabling route, and they don't like so many of these therapists just basically like either they'll completely enable their patients or they'll basically do like they'll basically get them into like self-fulfilling prophecy type shit. And very, 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 very few therapists now will actually do what needs to be done and actually challenge their clients or challenge their patients to actually like look at themselves to discern the problem and then work to actually fix it. They'll just like hand them shit or say like, oh no, you're totally justified in feeling this way. Instead of going, no, you're an idiot for thinking this way. Now, why do you think you're an idiot for thinking this way? And actually like get them to because the whole purpose to therapy, at least what it's supposed to be, is the purpose for therapy is you're essentially using a therapist as a soundboard. Effectively speaking, you go to the therapist, you talk to the therapist about your problems, and you are using the therapist as a soundboard to bounce the problems off of. And the therapist is there to basically listen to what you're saying and be able to recognize where the problem may lie in reality, and then challenge you as the patient to look inward at yourself to identify so you can identify the problem of what's going on, and then the therapist can like guide you into how you can address this problem and come out the other side as a better person. That is what a good therapist is supposed to do. However, the vast majority of therapists basically either they're just got flat out hand you the answer without having you do any work. So and people, that's kind of what people expect. A lot of people a lot of people will go into therapy thinking, oh, I'm going to pay this person money and they're going to tell me what's wrong with me. But that's not how therapy works. If you're just handed the answer, you're not going to be able to address the issue address the issue or address why this issue came up in the first place, and you're just going to go through a repetitive cycle where, you go in, therapist's like, oh, this is your problem, you got to fix this. You go, oh, okay, I'll fix that, but you don't actually know why that problem cropped up in the first place. You don't know the cause of that problem in the first place. A good therapist will actually guide you through self-reflection so you can go, oh, shit, this is what happened, which has led me to do this. And the therapist will go, now let's work together and to go about addressing it and moving forward so we can get you to back to right when you come out the other side. And most don't do that. And it's why I have a severe distrust of literally every part of the mental health profession. Completely.
Wrong direction when they move in with each other and try to merge finances too early.
I feel like that probably happens, right?
Yeah, people don't talk about their money before moving in together on our show. Like they have no idea what's going on before they get no, not even before moving in together, because they'll be living together. They don't know what's happening financially, but then they'll get married before they had a single conversation about what's your debt, what do you spend on. Then it's a disaster. Then they have to put like ultimatums and all this shit. And
Oh my God.
it's fucking
Yeah, money's not fun with shit like that.
I just could never imagine that, man. Like that would drive me fucking insane.
But literally, just like if they just asked a couple questions before they got married.
Well, you realize that whatever relationship that you inevitably get into, it's pretty much impossible that you're not going to make more money than them.
Yeah, probably. I mean, sure. Yeah.
So like, I feel like that kind of makes it easier. 'Cause
Really?
You kind of know, you kind of know that that's going to be a thing going into it.
I mean, I don't like, I think that as a guy, I'm a traditional guy. I think that if you want to get married, like, and you want to have kids, you should expect to take care of your wife. I do. I don't think that you should force it. You should not force it, but like, or anything like that. But I think that's a good way to do things. It is. And nobody should have to, but it's something I would want to do. And that's at least how I see it. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, what's wrong with the wealth gap?
Say that again?
What's wrong with it? That he makes more?
No, I'm not. I know. I said I think it's a good thing. Because you're not going to be caught off guard. Like you kind of know the dynamic that you're going into.
Yeah.
Like, so you can be like, okay, like I'm fine paying for X, Y, and Z. Like, yeah, I don't expect you to have. I feel like a lot of the issues that actually happen are just people expecting certain things, like expecting.
That's what happened with my parents
or something like that.
Yeah, my dad thought that my mom would work. She didn't do shit. She didn't do a fucking thing.
Hey, that's not fair.
Wait, hang up. I tried therapy again 2 weeks ago and I was told I need gender reaffirming therapy because it will cure me of being single. After the session, I said, this is the first and last session I will be doing. Found out she lost her license yesterday after many complaints. Fucking good. Fucking good that she lost her license. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This once again lends into why I don't trust therapists, is because too many of them are jumping into that route and not actually trying to help people. They're just trying to push narratives and push agendas. And I do not trust therapists to save my fucking life anymore. Like, Blue, I'm glad you basically said, yeah, I'm fucking done after this one session. I'm glad you told that therapist off, and I'm glad they fucking lost their license. They should not be, they should not be in a position where they can poison people's minds like that. Fucking good.
Knew how to order off of Amazon better than any person I've ever met.
Whenever my girlfriend and my mom were living both in the same house, my house was an Amazon warehouse. I swear to God, we would get like 7 packages a day, and I would open it up, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, oh no, I need these. It's like, no, you fucking don't. What do you mean? And it's just like, they order so much stuff. And that's another reason why I don't like buying stuff too. It's because, like, I mean, and my mom, like back in the day, she would have $20. She wouldn't have a job. There would be no other $20 on the horizon. This was the only $20 that she was going to get. And she would be like, do you want to go to Taco Bell? And, you know, I don't know. Do you have any money? She's like, yeah, I got $20. I'm like, okay, let's go to Taco Bell. So like,
good taste.
Yeah, growing up that way, it was very normal for me. So like, I don't really think about like spending money or anything like that. I don't. And like, I could only imagine like if you're dating some girl that wants to spend your fucking money, that would make me insane.
No, you shouldn't date someone that wants to spend your money. That's horrible.
I think most good people are not like that. Like I've dated people that made like essentially nothing compared to me, and I would pay for stuff all the time, but they're not like sitting there like expecting shit. You know? I think that's a whole different type of person. Not gonna lie, you could totally do that.
Dude, I don't want to look, man. Like that's a bit much, right? It's definitely a bit.
I think dude, this is turning into like kind of set you up right now.
Oh fuck, man, dude, it happens all the time. Everybody always has their 2 cents, right? And that's most of the time you. I'll tell you that.
Okay, but here's the thing. I never try to pressure you to do anything.
Sure.
But I genuinely care about you.
I appreciate.
Like I do genuinely care about you. I get scared sometimes when I'm like, what are you doing right now? I was like, oh, I'm eating like 10 pounds of candy and like 4 pounds of beef jerky. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
And I'm 35 years old. I feel fucking great. I never get tired. I never get sick. I, got COVID for
this is what I'm talking about.
And
Zach, 3 of your
He's
teeth
built up an
last
immune
week.
system from hell.
I only have 3 teeth that haven't fallen. It's a little bit different, okay? And all the rest are fake.
Like, the only reason, like, I want you to do whatever makes you the happiest. But I think the most important thing is like I think body positivity is retarded, for example, right? Because I think that if somebody wants to be fat, that's fine. But it shouldn't be like they should make the decision that on average they are going to live a shorter life.
Yeah.
And that's fine. If you make that decision and
if they're going to make that decision that they want to be fat, the society should not be forced to subsidize their health care. If they're going to make a conscious decision that they want to be fat and therefore be grossly unhealthy, it should not be up to the rest of society to have to pay for this person's bad decisions to to actively choose to live an unhealthy lifestyle. That's my feeling on it. It is the body positivity. I'm sorry, it's horseshit. Absolute horseshit. It's basically something that was cooked up by God knows who to make excuses for why overweight people and morbidly obese people are that way, and that you should pay for them to live like that. And I'm sorry, I disagree with that. If you're talking about someone that either they made the decision that they realized, fuck me, I made a bad decision, I need to self-correct, or if they're obese or morbidly obese because they have legit medical issues, like, I'll back them up. Like, people with legit medical issues, obviously, I don't have a problem with facilitating society helping them out if they need help with care. If they have legit medical issues that is completely beyond their control, or if someone actually made the decision to become fat and then they go, oh fuck, I screwed up, and they decide to 180 it, and then they work to try and get back on the right, then I'd be more inclined to offer them maybe some little bit of assistance if they can, or if need be. And as long as they are continuing to put in the effort to try and lose that weight, like I know many of you guys in chat, some of they're not many. Sorry, that's incorrect. But some of you guys in chat have said you guys are overweight, but you guys are working to change that. A couple of you guys have been sharing your success stories about how much weight you lost. It's been absolutely incredible. A couple of you guys have been talking about losing 100 pounds, 200 pounds, and it's fucking amazing, and I applaud you guys, and I hope you keep going until you can get to the point that you want to. And for people like that, I'm right there for you. I will be absolutely right there for you. For those of you that realize I'm fat, I'm unhealthy, I don't want to be either of those things anymore, and so I'm going to work to try and improve myself, and I will be right there cheering you on every fucking step of the way. Absolutely. Now, the ones that just keep shoving Twinkies down their throat and say, you have to love me because I'm 500 pounds, fuck you. No, I don't. You're unhealthy, you're a burden on society, and you're a burden on the taxpayer, and it should not be applauded, it should be derided.
Understand the consequences, and that's fine. So if you're eating a bunch of ultra processed foods and you're just glorping the goy slop, and I go, hey dude, just a reminder, you're eating goy slop. If you ate healthier on average, you would live a little bit longer. And you go, well, I know that, and I choose to do this other thing. When have I ever pressed you after that? Now, just knowing the decisions that you're making, I think, is the most important thing.
I think that if I eat enough of the foods, it will start changing my biology. I do. I think that if I do it enough, that it will change. And I think that, we're going to stay the course for now. I think it's going to work. And I think we're breaking through into something new.
What are you breaking into?
Well, I'm very.
I'm 265 and I want to lose about 70 pounds, but it's hard because I work long days and eating at restaurants is basically the only option I have. I can appreciate the difficulty that you're running into there. I can. Something that you can maybe do is, when you're eating at restaurants, try to select healthier meals. I understand it can be difficult, but you can, you're at a restaurant, so there's multiple things on the menu. Try and select healthier meals. Try and select meals that have smaller portions. And count your calories. I don't know what it is that you do do at work. I'm not asking you to tell me, but maybe there's something that you can do at work, small micro exercises that you can do at work, perhaps that might help facilitate. It might take longer than you might expect and might want it to, but it's something that you can do. It's just there's little things that you could potentially try and do with the your circumstance may not allow you to basically do, full, the full eating habits like you're wanting to, or you may not have the time to be able to do exercise because you work for long hours. But there's small little micro things that you can do. There's micro exercises that you may be able to do at work, like on your break or something, and you can adjust your meals so your meals are healthier. And yeah, not simply just salads, but like baked chicken or like a steamed rice dish or something. And you can change up your meals, and all of that can help facilitate losing weight at in the beginning in a small way, but through consistency it will add up over time to a decent weight loss over time. You just got to have the discipline to do it, and you've just got to have grilled eggs made. So I'm on my feet all day. I go the grilled chicken sandwiches a lot. Maybe change it up. Maybe change it up from a grilled chicken sandwich to do a salad one day, or maybe do do a rice dish one day, or try and change it up. Really look at what's on their menu and see which what might be healthier. Cut out some of the calories, get in some fiber, get in some good protein because you're on your feet working all day. So it sounds like you are maybe getting exercise and that you're on your feet all day, and you just maybe need to change up your diet a little bit. Do some variants up. Yeah, some people are saying fish. That's maybe something that you could do to change things up, and that may help you in some small way.
I'm extremely thin. I'm a healthy weight. I've never had any sort of like bad health problem at all. And
that blood pressure.
Well, that was bad because I was stressing myself out all the time, right? I was, and then I stopped. And so what I decided to do is I just, like, one time I was like kind of getting tired a lot more. And what I did instead of that is I tripled the amount of candy that I ate. I just started eating 3 times as much candy.
Just needed glucose.
And like now, like I never get tired. Like before here, I ate an entire bag of Doritos, and I also had candy, and then I also had beef jerky. And then after this, I'm probably gonna have another soda, and then I don't know what's open, like maybe Taco Cabana or something. And then I'm feeling great.
But this is what's crazy is I hear this and I should criticize it.
Right.
But I'm over here obese. And I can't, because being obese is actually worse than that.
We'll see, right? Maybe I certainly
I will die by like 60 and you're going to live to like 80.
I don't know. Maybe, right? I mean,
I mean, every now and then there's that person who like lives to 100 and they're doing the interview and it's like, what's your advice? It's like Diet Coke and a cigarette.
Smoke cigarettes.
Every now and then people are just built differently. But you are literally, it's like, it's crazy. The neo-Nazis are just doing the Nazi experiment to themselves now.
Okay, good one. Have I ever been sick? Have you ever seen me get sick or have anything like that happen?
Yes.
When?
The time that you started coughing up blood.
Fuck.
When was that?
Like 5 years ago. You remember?
No.
You were like coughing blood. It was when we had the fight about the water.
Oh, yes, that's right.
See, he doesn't even remember.
I forgot. Well, yeah, because like the thing is that like I was coughing up blood because I was screaming.
Like a day of my life.
Well, it was nothing. It was nothing. It's not even a big deal.
When that's where the bar is, of course, he's never been sick. He was coughing up blood. I said, dude, you need to start drinking water.
Spent 4 hours yelling.
There's water in.
Yeah, he was. He was. Yeah, from his teeth bleeding, and he was rubbing the blood and all this. But that's not. But his teeth bleed. His gums bleeding, is not being sick. That's more physical injury. That's not actually being sick. I think he's talking about like getting a virus, getting a cold, getting a flu, stuff like that. Is what he's saying. He's never been sick.
Dr. Pepper.
It is like there's one. Like I've drank this whole thing. This is even in the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
true. I mean,
oh God.
It works.
Completely normal. It's
Lord,
everything about it.
Protect him.
He's thin. It's working. I don't know.
I don't know if like I am not like a health guy, but like a trained health guy to know if that is like.
They did my vitals. They did a full blood test. My dad, because he was my my registered like kind of emergency contact.
Yeah.
Did not believe the results, and he pulled up the results himself because he thought they were a lie because they were so good.
Well, hey, they always say that the most important thing is like if you go and you get those panels done and it comes back.
That
right.
was like 6 years ago, 5 years ago, right? So like maybe. Well, actually, wait a minute. It was like yeah, about like 5 years ago. But like no. I mean, what's gonna change in 5 years? Nothing. It's the exact same. Like I haven't changed. I'm the same. So like, what the fuck?
So we have like one of our friends is close with Brian Johnson, the Live Forever guy, and we're working on getting an episode.
Oh no,
with him.
That'll be incredible.
Yeah. I was just talking to the guy actually, not Brian Johnson, but my buddy who's friends with him, because my buddy is actually fully on like a regiment that Brian Johnson made for him.
Yeah.
Oh really?
And
it's who I think it is, right?
Yeah,
okay.
dude. And I don't think you've ever seen him in real life.
No,
dude looks like he's like
I know
he's like older than us, but he looks like he's in very good shape, looks super young, super fucking healthy guy, and he works around the clock. But he's like, when he gets home, he's in the sauna. He like does like the little hat and everything in the sauna. He's eating the same food as Brian Johnson. He's got like the stack and everything, gets his vitals done. He's like genetically younger than he actually was, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But having Brian Johnson on, I wish that there's no way Brian Johnson would do it because he would probably die on the spot. But if we made him do Asmon's life for a day and Asmon did his, it would just be insane.
Dude, like what is it, 180 pills a day? Like
he cut down. He decided, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he cut down a stack because he like streamlined it. So it's a little bit less, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot. The craziest thing is, you know what he does like every day when he wakes up? Like the first thing he does.
What's that?
Is he basically gets like he goes into a room with UV panels and gets like the perfect amount of essentially sun
You
exposure.
could say that's what I do. It's like the monitor, though.
Yeah.
Right. It's just the same kind. It's kind of the same
like,
thing.
get up
right?
in
I mean,
there,
like I turn them all on. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Like 4 CRTVs. Like I'm recharging.
Exactly. I'm good. We've been going on. Honestly, it's been going on so long. Oh my God, Caleb, thank you so much for coming on. Being part
That
of
was
the show.
fun. Thank you,
Yes.
guys.
We didn't
You
read
enjoyed
a
it?
single thing off the thing.
See, I told you. You were like, oh, we're going to talk about these things? I'm like, yeah, probably not, right? And so, yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you, gentlemen. Caleb, thanks for being on the show and everything. Again, I definitely look forward to the AI girl. Dude, that's going to be
It's a good one.
When's it come out?
Couple weeks probably.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
man,
yeah.
I'll be ready for
So,
that.
I mean, I'm sure that we got all the stuff to make sure that we like can link to all of that.
Yeah.
Everybody, if you haven't already, like check out his show. It's absolutely
Financial
hilarious.
Audit. There you go. On YouTube, TikTok, everywhere else, right?
That's right. Thanks,
There it
guys.
is. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you, gentlemen. And we will see you all in the next one. Peace.
That was good. That was really good. Like, that was the part 2. Part 2 was just as good as part 1, I think. It was that was real. I like that. Man. Yeah. It's like it was just as good as part 1. A lot of good discussions there, a lot of good conversations. Fantastic. Love it.